Two Men On with Van Nunley and Fred Slow.
The sports world is in shambles. The GOAT, Tom TB12 Brady, has announced his retirement. Quote, for reals this time. You're listening to Two Men On, 95.9 FM, AM 610, the sports animal. Van Nunley right here with you all the way up until 7 o'clock, right on the other side of the glass, the best in the business, the funniest man in Albuquerque and surrounding areas and the Southwest and the country and the world. One Robert Buck D. Gibson. How you holding up?
What?
Is this a day of celebration for you?
This is, well, I celebrated when he left the AFC. But today is like, all right, Tom. I feel, you know, like I feel good for him, you know? He's leaving on a note that most athletes of his stature never get to leave on. He's not broken, he's not torn up, he's not downtrodden, he doesn't look like a super shell of himself. Only Tom Brady could leave the game like this.
I don't believe a word of it, Robert.
You don't?
And we're going to go into this at great length today.
Nah.
Next segment, CJ Chavez, owner, operator, head trainer, the best in the biz at Evolve Strong Fitness, joins us. We're going to talk about the amazing things they do there, and we're going to talk about my fitness journey a little bit, as I am part of the Rise of the Phoenix program. But today, all the way up until 7 o'clock, except for the I-9 varsity, it's all Tom Brady. If I got a couple hot takes here and there, if there's some stories that emerge that as objective journalists we have to cover, we'll hit those subjects. But February 1st, 2023, all we're talking is Tom Brady.
Tom would do this. He would do this to me.
Oh, why today,
he would do this to me. The beginning of Black History Month gets hijacked by Tom Brady. He quit his job on the first day of Black History Month. What are you trying to say, Tom? It's a little deeper. It's a little deeper than the surface.
I agree. I agree completely. And let's go even further than this. Not only do I think he's not going to retire, I think he was forced to make this announcement. Okay?
What?
Hold on one second. I'm going to take my headphones off real quick.
Okay.
I'm going to put my aluminum foil hat on real quick.
All right.
And I'm going to tell you, the government is hiding something from us, Robert. There is something going on in the world that they don't want us to know about. This Tom Brady news, they're trying to hoodwink us. Your government, Albuquerque.
Hoodwinked was the first time I ever heard that word, was by Malcolm X. I'm trying to keep it Black History Month. Okay. Go ahead.
Any example you have, you feel free to splice in. It is not my day to say you can't do that. They're keeping it from you, friend of the show. They are keeping the truth from you.
I'm trying to see where you're going with this.
Okay. This conversation should be on the other side of the glass at KKOB, but I'm going to tell you right now, we're going to cover this on Two Men On because we are real journalists, no matter what the reviews, no matter who emails our bosses, no matter what you have to say. We are true journalists here, Robert Buck D. Gibson.
Yes.
And I'm going to tell you, this is a cover-up.
Well,
I just want to know. I want to get down to the nitty-gritty.
Well,
I want to find out, what are you covering up?
Well, okay. I was thinking, okay, Van is out of his damn mind. But
wait,
you know what else happened today that makes me kind of agree with you?
Tell me.
Beyonce decided to let the world know she's going on tour. Tickets went on sale today. They are distracting us. They are distracting the guys with Tom Brady. They are distracting the women with Beyonce. Something's going on.
Okay, you're going to be giving very black-centric answers. I appreciate that.
You see what I'm doing here?
It's deeper than this, Robert. I'm telling you, they have discovered actual aliens. The relationship in between the planet Earth and the planet Bleep Bloop 347 is now open, and they can't let us find out about it. So they're distracting us with Tom Brady's retirement. It's either aliens
Tom Brady is an alien.
or Bigfoot has been discovered, or maybe Alex Jones was right this whole time.
Nah, I can't do that. I
And
can't
on
go
a-
that far.
And on a day like this, where I know this is a false flag news story, probably shouldn't say false flag and Alex Jones too close in the
Yeah,
sentences.
they're
They're going to get me in trouble.
Let's say our live feed's gonna get cut.
And Tom Brady might be one of them. But I believe that this Tom Brady story is to distract us from the fact that Illuminati lizard people are taking over the U.S. government, and it starts today. And I think it's just a distraction. What's in the hand? I don't know. What's in this hand?
You know who's the happiest people out here that Brady retired?
Hmm.
Cowboy fans.
Okay. Because they finally got one.
Because they're like, we handed Brady his last loss. We're the ones who pushed him over the edge to give up on his football career.
No, that's ridiculous, Robert. That's too logical and reasonable. I don't want to hear any of that. We found the chupacabra today. We found the real chupacabra today, Robert. I'm telling you, he's in a bunker in the mountains of the Sandias, and they're trying to hide this information from us.
They don't want
and
us
they're
to
trying
know.
to distract us with Tom Brady's fake retirement. I don't even think that was Tom Brady. I think that was a deep fake. Look,
His face did look a little puffier.
yeah. Okay.
He hasn't been out of the game that long where his face blew up.
Yeah, where's Skeletor Tom Brady?
Yeah, give me that Tom
Where's
Brady.
Skeletor Tom Brady that we saw all year? What do you think? He just he retired and then he lost to the Cowboys, and then a month later he starts pounding Oreos and Ho-Hos and Sour Patch Kids, and he gets some fat on his face? I don't think so. That's a fake video. Skeletor Tom Brady is the real Tom Brady. I don't believe this normal-looking Tom Brady on the internet. What are they hiding from us? 505-246-0610. What is the world hiding from us right now? I want to know your thoughts, because this is not real. I don't believe a second of it. What impending doom? Is there an asteroid barreling its way to planet Earth, and they're trying to keep us distracted by having a fake Tom Brady on the internet held hostage and saying he's going to retire?
The crazy,
make it big news.
Like, where do we go to find this information? You're not going to go to regular news. You can't go to regular news outlets because they're in on it, right?
I'm going to walk down the hall to KKOB and ask them if they have Alex Jones's number. And I want to see what's really going on in the world right now, where they have to drop this bombshell on us, not only to distract us, but also to disrespect the first day of Black History Month.
Oh, just hijacked it. Took it.
You know the shade that Tom Brady just threw at all the brothers he played with his whole career? The only reason he still looks this good, allegedly, I don't believe it's him. The only reason he still looks this good is because all of the amazing African Americans who protected his back for the last 23 years. And
you know what he did?
On the
I'm going to
first
commemorate you guys. Make it all about me. Good old Thomas Brady.
MLK, Emmett Till, Barack Obama. This is disrespecting all of you right now. One by one, shade thrown.
So every February the 1st, from here to the end of time, will always be the day Tom Brady retired.
Yeah. Forget the first day of Black History Month. This is going to be the official Tom Brady retirement day, unless that wasn't Tom Brady, which is my most reasonable option. He's either been kidnapped, he's got a gun to his head, or that's just a straight up deep fake on the internet, because I don't believe Tom Brady's going to retire. I want to know the real story. I want the truth.
We might get some people who are really into that. Really be calling in and commenting, and which would be hilarious.
505-246-0610. Give us your thoughts on the Tom Brady retirement on the Sports Animal hotline or the Sports Animal text line. If you got the hot takes, we'll put you on. And my only hot take today is that it's not Tom Brady. What are they hiding?
You know who's okay, I'll take it back. I said Cowboy fans were the happiest.
Okay.
You know who's the happiest? Your boy, Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers is very happy right now. Any thoughts that he had of retiring are gone. He's like, nah, I got to play another year. I got to play another season at least.
Yes, he has to play another season.
You know why? Because if he didn't, if he retired, he would be the afterthought of the Hall of Fame class. It'll be this guy, Aaron Rodgers, blah, 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 the great J.J. Watt, and the greatest Tom Brady. And we know Aaron Rodgers does not have that type of small ego. He's not. I was thinking maybe he might be done. But after this, no, sir.
If Tom Brady retires, even if that was a real video of Tom Brady, which I don't believe it was, it's definitely a deep fake, definitely an imposter. He had way too much fat on his face, which is almost none. You got to put him into the Hall of Fame class all by himself.
Yeah, you can't have anyone talk before him or after him.
Sorry, J.J. Watt, first ballot Hall of Famer. You got to wait a year. This is Tom's year.
Oh, is that that's where we're going? A whole year.
A whole year. It's just Tom Brady's year if he retires. You don't put anybody else in.
Man.
The year after that, fine. We'll let other people in. But Tom Brady's got to go in alone. Again, allegedly, if that was him, which I don't believe it was. All Tom Brady talk today, except for this next segment where owner-operator, head trainer at Evolve Strong Fitness, CJ Chavez, joins us. You're listening to Two Men On, and we're live from the John Lopez Real Estate and Coldwell Banker Legacy Studio. We play on Team I-9, and we start our days at the YMCA. Lunches with the boys, that happens at 66 Diner. And the weekend, that's for Teller Vodka, New Mexico's vodka. And like I just mentioned, the boys are getting strong at Evolve Strong. You're listening to 95.9 FM, AM 610, the Sports Animal.
The Albuquerque Journal and Venue Plus for local insight and answers about pets or puzzles, sports or shopping, comics or movies, events, dining, music, television, and more. Get all your entertainment and recreational questions answered. Subscribe at abqjournal.com.
Well, taking a look at traffic right now, we are seeing some slowdowns southbound on I-25. They'll start around Osuna. They will last until Montgomery, pretty typical of this time of afternoon. I-40 moving up to speed in both directions. South of town, I-25 between Albuquerque and Los Lunas looks good in both directions. North of the city, I-25 between Albuquerque and Santa Fe. That's moving up to speed both directions as well. If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress. Shop in store or online at AmericanHome.com. They guarantee you'll pay less. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
The Super Bowl is set, and so is your home for Super Bowl 57 on the radio. Listen to Two Men On all next week as they broadcast live from Radio Row. Then, Sunday at noon, Westwood One's coverage of Super Bowl 57 kicks off.
Kansas City in front with 3 seconds remaining.
The biggest week in sports from the only station big enough to do it.
The Philadelphia Eagles are going to the Super Bowl again.
95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
Dancing crew, trip for two, nail the final interview. Game with Doug, brand new mug. Come here, kids, give me a hug. The more you want to do, the more we want to do. New COVID-19 boosters designed for recent Omicron variants are now available. Learn about eligibility and schedule a free updated booster today at vaccines.gov. Sponsored by Pfizer and BioNTech.
I had a nighttime routine for my frequent heartburn. I would drink milk, I would sleep upright with more pillows, but that painful burning stayed. So I made Prilosec OTC part of my morning routine. With just one pill each morning, Prilosec OTC prevents excess acid production, blocking heartburn day and night. Now I have a new nighttime routine. I call it sleeping.
1 pill a day, 24 hours, zero heartburn. With Prilosec OTC. It's possible while taking Prilosec OTC. Use as directed for 14 days to treat frequent heartburn, not for immediate relief.
Blake's Lottaburger has been a New Mexico favorite since 1952. They use the best ingredients like their very own Hatch green chili and fresh premium beef patties. And they cook your food fresh when you order it. Blake's Lottaburger. The first there was, the best there is.
Tune in to Chop It Up with Vern Kay, where he chops it up about professional and local sports with all the hot takes. Chop It Up with Vern Kay. Saturday mornings from 9 to 11 on The Sports Animal.
Gotta be kidding me, dude.
Jim Rowe.
Dude, don't make me block you. Don't be the first.
On 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Welcome back to the program, Duke City. You listen to Two Men On 95.9 FM, AM 610, The Sports Animal. Robert?
Yeah?
You may be overwhelmed by the news of Tom Brady's retirement. Quite rudely on February 1st.
Very selfish. Very selfish.
Let me take you back in time to last year.
Same thing.
You know what day he retired last year?
Yeah. Yeah. This is his MO. February the 1st.
Oh, man. Why? Why do you hate February, Tom? A guy who doesn't hate February, he doesn't hate any day. All energy, all motivation, the best in the business. CJ Chavez, owner, operator, head trainer at Evolve Strong Fitness. As you already know, friends of the show, as you already know, Albuquerque and surrounding areas, the boys are getting strong with Evolve Strong. And we're going to check in from time to time with CJ. CJ, how's it going, my friend?
Doing well, bud. How about you? It was nice seeing you actually in the club today.
Yeah, for sure, man. The boys were out of town at the Royal Rumble in San Antonio last weekend, so you didn't see me through the weekend, but I'll be checking in Saturday morning to do my next weigh-in and measurement and all that good stuff. So I'm really excited to see the results and or lack of results, which I seriously doubt, from the last 2 weeks. CJ, what's going on? Well, I'll tell you what, before we go into the ongoings at Evolve Strong, do you have any thoughts? Do you have any memories on Tom Brady, considering he just retired today?
You know, second retirement, right?
Sure.
So,
Allegedly.
But, you know, what I'm most proud of, honestly, to tell you the truth, you know, he's an old guy in this industry, and I'm one of the medical professionals over with the Duke City Gladiators, and so I train these professional football players. And longevity, you know, they have a saying in the NFL. NFL means not for long. So, you know, I do commend the guy for taking care of his body and having the wherewithal on the outside of the field to last as long as he has. Now, you know, you wanted another trophy. You wanted to seek the medal again. But for the most part, he's had a great career. So I commend him for that. Other than that, though, you know, it is what it is on the field. But I commend him for that, and that's what I live for.
CJ, Evolve Strong does about everything you could do for your personal well-being. For example, you got the 28-day sculpt, you got the 2023 Rise of the Phoenix, which I'm participating in, and then you have the Shred with CJ, which is an ongoing program. I saw an amazing story from one of your shred participants. Let's not say the whole name, but Michelle is down 12 inches on her waistline. What goes into that kind of work, and what can shred do for the friends of the show?
I'm going to be the first to tell you, and it's a big secret within our industry. You don't need a trainer. All you need is consistency of movement, moderation of the meals. I actually believe, guys, dude, I'm the first one to say that a good beer on a Friday night with a hot date is fantastic. A great piece of cake during a birthday party being celebratory. We should never say that we shouldn't have that kind of stuff, but it's when we have it every day and we don't move and we're sedentary that gets us into problems. So if we marry movement, 6 to 7 days a week, and we only have one vessel, guys. This is the only vessel that we have for the rest of our life.
Mm-hmm.
And movement should be part of every single day. And, all shred is just an organized time that I hold people accountable and I put them through the grinder for about an hour. I'm safe. I have people that are 300 pounds trying to lose 100. I have world-class athletes in there just trying to get to the next level, male, female, 70, 16 years old, all over the place. But what we do is we're just a supportive community united in fitness. And every single day we move for about an hour. And then what I do is I hold them accountable. We measure 3 days a week. And so it keeps everybody on track. And just like anything, I'm a coach. Coaches are needed because if you're going to do it on your own, you would already have probably done it. So there's no magic pill with what we do. But like with Michelle, she's a high, powerful attorney, and she has a beautiful family. So she's busy as hell. But what she did is just took action, asked for help, and now 3 months later she's 12 inches down off of her waist and feeling the best she's ever felt. And, most of the male clients are a lot easier than female clients. I'll just be real with you. But if, a male client comes in, averages about 5 inches off their waist in a month and about 10 pounds. So that's a good, healthy weight loss. But again, it's just movement every single day, watching what you eat, literally watching what you eat. So you're held accountable for a whole fitness log like what you're doing in Rise of Phoenix. And then I just told you accountable by weighing you in and take some measurements, 3 times a week. So it's really, really simple. And there's no magic pill. There's no fad. There's no, these guys that are taking these pills these days, once they get off of them, they balloon right back up twofold. Mm-hmm. So it's just very simple, but yet, it's organized, it's accountable, and it's just a lot of knowledge we give them.
CJ, so being a man that's 40 plus, how do you motivate that person to just begin? I think for me and other people, the hardest thing is just getting started. Once the groove is there, okay, I'm fine. But it's the initial first step to get there. How do you get people to make that first step?
Well, first off, it's a mindset. It has to be more painful staying in the current than it will with change. And there's going to be no one person or one thing that's going to try and get you there. But if you're tired of looking in the mirror and seeing the belly coming over, if you're being told that, by a significant other, or not being even looked at by other people anymore because of, the way you look currently, you got to get tired of that. And there has to be a mindset. And then once that mindset occurs, I really do believe that mind-body connection is right there. And when you seek help and you make that decision, and there has to be an investment, guys. If we did it for free, nobody'd show up, right? We have to have a little bit of skin in the game too. But it's that mindset at the beginning, even to make that investment. And then by the time you start showing up, and if you're in a good program, I'm not going to say that Evolve's the end all for everybody. We're a pretty tough club. We're pretty tough people around here. But we get the results. We get them for real. But the other thing is once you start seeing small results and they're continuous and your pants start fitting better and you stand a little taller, you get a little bit more energy, the significant other says, hey, you're looking really good. That begins the cycle. But they always say that the rocket ship burns the most fuel within the first 10 seconds of trying just to get off the ground, right? And that's the same thing with anybody with motivation. But in all reality, the staying the same has to be more painful than the change itself moving forward. And then once that becomes, then it's all guns out.
I just got chills. That is genius. Staying the same becomes more painful than making change. I love that so much. We're joined by CJ Chavez, owner, operator, head trainer, Evolve Strong. They are in the business of helping you live a healthier and fuller life. Check out evolvestrong.com or just show up, and they would love to help you. 3201 Candelaria Northeast, 505-872-3408. Their Instagram game is strong. Their Facebook game is strong. Their YouTube game is strong. Their Zoom game is strong. Check them out. They will improve your quality of life. Okay, I got a real important question for you, CJ. I am in the middle of this Rise of the Phoenix program. I'm seeing results already, and I'm not even turning up to 11 like I will be here in a couple weeks. The boys are going to Phoenix for 8 days to cover the Super Bowl. There's going to be decadent food. The drinks are going to be flowing. Help me, and I know we're going to have a longer conversation about this. What can I do to maintain this arc that I'm on while we're gone for 8 days?
So you know what? Life always gets in the way of fitness, but fitness doesn't have to get in the way of life. And that, there's every single day, no matter how hungover you are or however, and I'll be the first to admit, guys, this is a once in a lifetime, beautiful opportunity. So celebrate, do the parties, enjoy yourself, right? That's what life is all about. But make time for movement. I know right there at some of the stadiums, there's some great gyms out there that you can, get at least a 20-minute treadmill workout, something, or just go for a quick jog, do a couple sit-ups, make movement part of the curriculum every single day. Just make that mandatory. And then just celebrate, guys. Just try to make some healthier decisions than normal, like every night, maybe instead of all the fried stuff, maybe ask for a salad. I mean, instead of like the big lagers, maybe, drink a couple tequilas. There's just certain things that small decisions, but cumulatively can make big choices. But the non-negotiable, you got to move every single day because that helps offset the effects of celebratory events.
CJ Chavez, you're the man. Anything to let us say to us before we let you go?
No, guys, I really appreciate it. I love this.
We'll be talking. We'll be going through Van's personal health journey as we go along. And look, friends of the show, I want to see you at Evolve Strong Fitness. Come do a class with me. I did hot yoga this morning, had a personal training session this morning. I feel fantastic. Robert, I'm a little hungry, not going to lie, but I got some snacks right here. I got some healthy snacks right next to me.
Good.
I'm going to survive. CJ,
hey guys,
you're the absolute best.
If any of your listeners ever want, we as just standard, we always give a 7-day free pass here, guys. They can just try us out. We never have any contracts or obligations. Just come try us out. See if you like the instructor. See if you like the vibe. If you don't, we made friends. But if you do, it may change your life.
CJ Chavez, Evolve Strong. Thank you so much, friend.
Have a good day, guys. Thank you.
All right, Robert, for 2.5 hours, we're doing Tom Brady. I might sprinkle in another story, but the Tom Brady Morning Fest starts next when we get back. You're listening to 2 Men On, 95.9 FM, AM 610, the sports animal.
This report is sponsored by Lowe's. Save big store-wide at the Truckload event at Lowe's happening now. For a limited time, get deals on select tools and accessories. Shop the event in-store or online today. Valid 1/26 through 2/8 while supplies last. Selection varies by location. See Lowe's.com for details.
We're taking a look at traffic right now. We are seeing some slowdowns southbound on I-25. They'll start around Osuna. They will last until Montgomery. Pretty typical of this time of afternoon. I-40 moving up to speed in both directions. South of town, I-25 between Albuquerque and Los Lunas looks good in both directions. North of the city, I-25 between Albuquerque and Santa Fe. That's moving up to speed both directions as well. If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, the largest selection of in-stock furniture in the state, locally owned and operated. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
Whether you call it the Kelsey Bowl,
Travis Kelsey from Patrick Mahomes.
No one wanted us. The Andy Reid Bowl.
Listen, all in all, great win.
Or just a Super Bowl, we've got you covered.
Touchdown, Kansas City.
Chiefs, Eagles.
Touchdown, Jalen Hurts. Let's go, Birds!
The Super Bowl Sunday coverage starts at noon. The last game of the season lives right here. 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Hi, this is Joe Cordell with the law firm Cordell & Cordell. Divorce can be complicated. especially if children are involved. If you're a father and want to protect your role in your children's lives, remember Cordell and Cordell. We've helped men with matters like these for 30 years, and we'd love to help you.
Contact Cordell and Cordell to schedule an appointment with one of our firm's Albuquerque area attorneys. 6565 Americas Parkway Northeast, Suite 900, Albuquerque, New Mexico, 87110. Online at CordellCordell.com.
Everyone knows time is money. So don't wait weeks for the IRS to send out your tax refund. Go to Jackson Hewitt instead for up to $3,500 with a no interest, no fee tax refund advance loan. With up to $3,500, you could bring home the bacon and bring it home today. Money now instead of later? That's worth its weight in gold. Don't wait weeks for your refund. Go to Jackson Hewitt today. For eligible clients, loans by Republic Bank and Trust Company, details at jacksonhewitt.com.
Did you know that Indigo Mortgage has had the same name and ownership for 20 years now? I can think of only a tiny handful of local mortgage companies that can make that claim. I'm Ben Lucero, president and owner of Indigo Mortgage, and proud to say that over the last 20 years, we have helped many homeowners in our community finance their homes with honesty and integrity. And in today's mortgage environment, borrowers need an advocate working for them, not an application taker like that with big banks and national lenders. Because Indigo Mortgage is a broker, we can most often find the right mortgage with the lowest rates for our borrowers. And please shop around to be certain that you're getting the best rates and fees on your mortgage. And as always, be sure to include your trusted local mortgage company, Indigo Mortgage. Find us on the net at indigomortgage.net or by calling 836-5700. That's 836-5700. Indigo Mortgage, NMLS 23-1962 and 188-348.
Without the ones like you who work tirelessly to keep things running, everything would suddenly stop. Hospitals, factories, schools, and power plants, they all depend on you. No matter the weather, emergency, or time of day, you're the ones who get it done. At Grainger, we're here for you with professional-grade industrial supplies. Count on real-time product availability and fast delivery. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
3 little words no parent wants to hear.
My tummy hurts.
And it always seems to happen at the worst times. Like in the middle of the morning rush, when you still have homework to check and lunches to pack, and of course, you're already late for work. Luckily, there's Pepto Kids. Pepto Kids chewables provide fast relief for common stomach issues, turning those 3 words into these 3 words.
I feel better.
Bad time for stomach upsets? Good time for Pepto Kids chewables. Fast relief for little tummies. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
You'll never forget your first car. And you certainly will never forget your first car wreck. When this happens to you, you need an attorney who can help you get your car fixed, help you get all the medical attention you need, and help you get all the money you deserve. Don't deal with the insurance companies without an attorney. They have teams of lawyers and adjusters whose sole job is to pay you as little as possible for your injuries. When you're in a wreck and you need a check, call Lerner & Rowe Injury Attorneys today. We'll work hard to get you all the money you deserve and to keep you out of the courtroom.
Lerner & Rowe can get you more. Call 544-4444.
Insurance Research Council, July 2014.
Don't show up to work without a tape. Everyone will know. And they'll talk about you in the lunchroom over a ham sandwich. It's the opening drive with Jeff Symbieta and JJ Buck. Weekday mornings from 7 to 10 on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Good morning, guys. I'll get to the point right away. I'm retiring.
Well, we had the retirement video queued up for you. We'll hit you with it later. But Tom Brady retires today.
That may go into what you were talking about earlier.
See, I told you.
That thing worked perfectly until it was time to play it on air. He goes, well, guys, I'm retiring. And then that was it.
Because he's being held hostage. And that's a deep fake video. He's not retiring.
What's going on?
This is all a cover-up. 505-246-0610. Hit us up with your Tom Brady memories, your Tom Brady hot takes. When did Tom Brady break your heart? When did Tom Brady make you the happiest little boy in Albuquerque, New Mexico? We'll be talking Tom Brady all program. We're talking Tom Brady records. We're talking Tom Brady stats. We're talking Tom Brady rivalries. We're talking Tom Brady epic moments. We're talking Tom Brady relationships. We're talking Tom Brady and the Mannings. We're talking Tom Brady and what I think is more impressive than anything in his career, the ladies. We're talking Tom Brady all day, baby. First off, let's just talk legacy. Tom Brady retiring. This is a before and after moment in the history of the NFL. Quarterbacks are different before Tom Brady, and then there was Tom Brady, and quarterbacks will be different after Tom Brady.
Yes. That's how long he played.
Yeah.
That's the crazy part.
There, except for a couple exceptions. A random Dan Marino sprinkled in every once in a while.
Right.
A random Brett Favre sprinkled in every once in a while. Quarterbacks did not do the things that Tom Brady did, that Peyton Manning did, that Aaron Rodgers did. And Tom Brady did it better than anyone else for 23 years.
Also, they didn't get the opportunities to throw as much either.
No. I mean, the game was different. Quarterbacks were different.
Yeah.
Their skill sets were different. These guys, led by Tom Brady, changed the face of football. And during their tenure, during the run of Brady and Manning and Rodgers and Breeze, changed the game, changed the way the quarterback position was played in the NFL.
Yep.
Now, look at the next generation. There is nobody who looks like or plays like Tom Brady.
No, even though they try to throw it out there sometimes, they try to do it with Purdy and all this other stuff. But let's be real. That's it's going to take a whole lot.
If Tom Brady and Brock Purdy is probably the slowest guy in the NFL, if they did a 100-yard dash, Brock Purdy could do a 200-yard dash by the time Tom Brady was done.
Yeah.
And he's the slowest of the modern quarterbacks. Okay, maybe Mac Jones. The quarterback position is different now. Everyone needs a Lamar Jackson, a Jalen Hurts, Josh Allen, somebody who can get outside of the pocket, your boy.
Herbert.
A Bear. You got to get outside the pocket because the pass rush is so much more talented. It's so much more stronger.
Yeah.
It's so much faster than it's ever been. You have to have a guy who could scramble. You have to have a guy who can make plays with their legs. Because if you just stand in the pocket and try to pick apart a defense, good luck. That doesn't exist anymore, and it will never exist again. And Tom Brady's the last one. I mean, no one goes in slow motion like Tom Brady.
No, and it's beautiful. Like, okay. I was hearing people today. We're talking about Brady's legacy, right? And there's still people trying to make an argument how he's not. Well, wait a minute. Let me ask you this. I don't want to go too far without asking you. Will you say Tom Brady's the best quarterback ever to play the game?
Okay, this is a weird argument.
Yeah, that's why I had to bring it back to ask you.
This is a weird argument because if you look like their statistics, their metrics, you can say Aaron Rodgers is better. You can say Peyton Manning was better. You got an argument for Drew Brees, just being quarterbacks, just compiling stats, just efficiency. But if we're talking about the GOAT, the greatest, he's a leader of men. He is clutch. He knows how to win. He knows how to get in your head, and he did it better than anyone in the history of the NFL. If you want to say who's the best quarterback, you want to say who's the first pick in the all-time NFL draft, you could make a case that it's not Tom Brady. But you want to talk about the GOAT, you want to talk about the greatest, you want to talk the undisputed greatest of all time, it's Brady, and there's no conversation. Brady is first, second, and third. If you just think about greatest, if you just think about legacy, you cannot make an argument for any quarterback.
See, now I have to go to the LeBron aspect of this.
Okay.
When people say LeBron is the greatest, they go to the stats, right? They go to the numbers.
Mm-hmm.
but then people bring in championships, right?
Sure.
But when it comes to Brady, you made a compelling argument there, which I don't agree with, though.
Right.
Because if you look at the stats, total stats, Brady's won in pass completions, passing yards, passing touchdowns. And on top of that, he has the championships way more than other people do.
Right.
What I was going to say earlier is I hear people saying Joe Montana, and they're naming other people, Peyton Manning. And I'm like, what are we doing? What are we doing? Like, we saw Tom Brady. We saw what he was, what he turned into, and what he became, and then the legend. I don't understand why it's so hard for some people to just say, you know what? This is the dude. This is the guy. Like a lot of people did for Michael Jordan and people are doing for LeBron. I just think Brady evokes something in people. Either you like him or you hate him. And I think that's the reason why a lot of people won't give him that greatest quarterback ever or best quarterback.
Right.
And I think that's what it is.
He's a polarizing figure, and these people are haters.
Right, because everyone loves Jordan. More people love
universally.
More people love LeBron than hate him.
Okay, one person doesn't love Jordan. His name's Isaiah Thomas.
Yeah, that's it.
And now Scottie Pippen.
Yeah, Scotty hates him.
God.
Scotty hates him.
His wife is sleeping with your son. You are truly the GOAT.
Okay.
Yeah,
but you said, like you said, Brady, he's polarizing.
So if we look at passer rating, which was the judge of a quarterback before. Here, I'll tell you what. Let's hit this when we get back.
Okay.
We're going to do statistical GOAT when we get back. You're listening to 2 Men On, 95.9 FM, AM 610, the sports animal.
This report is sponsored by KFC. All comfort, only $5. For a limited time, get KFC's pot pie for just $5. Made with tender chicken, delicious veggies, savory sauce, and topped with a flaky crust. Only at KFC. That's finger licking good.
And traffic right now, westbound Paseo between Jefferson and the river. We're seeing quite a bit of slowdowns in that area. Congestion southbound I-25, Osuna to Montgomery. Seeing some slowdowns as well northbound on I-25. Those are going to start around Cesar Chavez. They'll last until Lomas. Westbound on I-40, we've got some minor slowdowns between 2nd Street and Coors. Also seeing congestion southbound on Coors right now at Montano.
Join Presbyterian Healthcare Foundation's Daffodil Days, presented by Garcia Automotive Group. Order your fresh cut flowers today at phs.org/daffodil days. That's phs.org/daffodil days.
This report brought to you by Presbyterian Healthcare Foundation's Daffodil Days, going on now.
If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress. Shop in store or online at AmericanHome.com. They guarantee you'll pay less. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
This is Jim Rome with the CBS Sports Minute. On a day when Tom Brady finally called it a career, seems to me it would be a perfect time for the NFL to finally take the Pro Bowl out back, do the humane thing, and put this down once and for all. And yes, I understand they have made many new adjustments to the game, and no, I really frankly have no idea what they are. I'm Jim Rome.
Can your station do this? 2 Men On is live from Super Bowl 57 with interviews, laughs, and the inside track on Super Sunday.
It'll be the Chiefs and the Eagles in Super Bowl 57.
Listen all next week to Van, Fred, and Robert live from Radio Row in Phoenix. And remind yourself of when sports radio used to be fun. Weekdays from 4 till 7 on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Streaming only on Peacock. From the mind of Ryan Johnson, the writer-director of Knives Out.
Miss Gale, you've got this gift. Always knowing the truth.
I only know if something is a lie. The real trick of it is to figure out why.
Natasha Lyonne is Charlie Cale.
It wasn't an accident. I think there's been a murder. You watch too much Dateline.
A new 10-part mystery series.
Wolves on my fender. I gotta keep moving. I have been kind of a death magnet.
Poker Face, streaming now only on Peacock.
O'Reilly Auto Parts provides more than just the right parts for your repair. Our professional parts people can also offer free check engine light diagnosis. We can scan your vehicle and provide a list of possible fixes. Find the right parts for you or recommend a great local repair shop. Don't ignore your check engine light. Stop by your local O'Reilly Auto Parts.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
An old radiant heat system is more likely to give out, and it could be on a cold winter night. Daniels offers boiler inspections and tune-ups. They specialize in repair, replacements, new installs, offering a wide variety of high-efficiency heating solutions to keep your family cozy and comfortable this winter. Daniels Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning guarantees customer satisfaction for plumbing, heating, cooling, and AC, plus free estimates on replacements and installs. 505-898-8860.
You want it right today. Get it done the Daniels way. Daniels Plumbing, Heating, and Air.
Dancing crew, trip for two, nailed the final interview. Game with Doug, brand new mug. Come here, kid. Give me a hug. The more you want to do, the more we want to do. New COVID-19 boosters designed for recent Omicron variants are now available. Learn about eligibility and schedule a free updated booster today at vaccines.gov. Sponsored by Pfizer and BioNTech.
I had a nighttime routine for my frequent heartburn. I would drink milk, I would sleep upright with more pillows, but that painful burning stayed. So I made Prilosec OTC part of my morning routine. With just one pill each morning, Prilosec OTC prevents excess acid production, blocking heartburn day and night. Now I have a new nighttime routine. I call it sleeping.
One pill a day, 24 hours, zero heartburn. With Prilosec OTC. It's possible while taking Prilosec OTC. Use as directed for 14 days to treat frequent heartburn, not for immediate relief.
Weekends at the Downs offers your favorite games, sports viewing, live music, great dining, and with 30 screens, your game's on. Watch and wager on simulcast racing, and be sure to check out the flea market and other Expo New Mexico events. Only a Casino at the Downs. Albuquerque Downs Racetrack and Casino is hiring, and some positions include a cash bonus. We're looking for great people to work in a fun entertainment environment, hiring security positions, and many more. Join the winning team. Visit abqdowns.com/careers for listings.
Sound off right now at 246-0610. Come on!
Welcome back to the program. You may have thought this is the first day of Black History Month. You unfortunately would be incorrect, as this is International Tom Brady Retirement Day.
Speak for yourself.
You're listening to Two Men On 95.9 FM AM 610, the Sports Animal. As always, the boys are live from the John Lopez Real Estate Coldwell Banker Legacy Studio. We play on Team I-9. We start our days at the YMCA, and we do lunch at the 66 Diner. The weekend, that's for Teller Vodka, New Mexico's vodka, and the boys are getting strong at Evolve Strong. If you've been living under a rock and you haven't heard already, TB12, the legend, the GOAT, allegedly, unless it's a deep fake, unless he's been kidnapped and forced to put out another retirement video, has announced his retirement today. And before the break, we're talking about best versus greatest. And, you know, when it comes to greatest, when it comes to legendary, you cannot put anyone next to Tom Brady whatsoever. But what is best? Who are you taking with the number one pick all time in the NFL? Who's going to be your quarterback? Is it going to be a quarterback? It probably should be a quarterback. But who are you taking number one all time? So the standard for a quarterback, Robert, used to be passer rating, right? Passer rating is the one that's like if you have a perfect game, it's 158.3 or something weird like that.
Mm-hmm.
So all-time passer rating, you know, guess who's number one?
Yeah, I know this one.
The regular season GOAT.
Yeah, it's Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers.
Right.
Okay, number two, Steve Young.
Right.
Legend.
Correct.
Number three, the undisputed GOAT, Tom Brady.
Right.
nipping at his heels, and he's less than 1 point. By the way, Aaron Rodgers in first, 104.93, and a huge drop to number 2 at Steve Young at 96.81, and then a smidgen under Steve Young, Tom Brady, 96.62, smidgen underneath Tom Brady, his nemesis Peyton Manning, and
yeah, see, this is where the credence falls off for me
okay,
at the passer rating.
And no shade, good quarterback, better announcer. And this is probably why they invented QBR, to really see who the better quarterback is. Number 5 all time in passer rating. Go crazy, Cowboys Nation. It's Tony Romo.
Yeah. This list, it starts off great, and then I'm like, this is why I don't care about passer rating.
Right.
And it's not just Tony Romo, because after him, it's my quarterback for many seasons, Phillip Rivers, means nothing to me.
And Phillip Rivers was a great quarterback for a long time, but he ain't no number 6 all time.
That's what they have him.
Number 7 all time passer rating, Drew Brees. Number 8, Kurt Warner. Number 9, Ben Roethlisberger. Number 10, Joe Montana.
So Joe Montana's 10th all-time passer rating, but nobody in the world would say he's the 10th best quarterback ever.
No, he's top 5. You don't put him top 5.
You know who's after him?
This one's good.
Matt Schaub.
Matt Schaub.
Get out of here, man.
Okay. And I think after after Matt Schaub, it gets a little weird here.
It gets crazy.
Yeah. So Matt Schaub to Matt Ryan to Chad Pennington to Dante Culpepper to Jeff Garcia, and then down to another guy who I would probably put top 5 ever at 86.38, almost 20 points less than the regular season GOAT, Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
Dan Marino. And then Joe Flacco, Carson Palmer, Trent Green, Brett Favre. This is why QBR was invented, because this is not a good metric, except for my boy Aaron Rodgers being number 1. They're totally correct about that. So now to a more agreed upon yardstick is QBR. Okay.
Oh, this is the same for me.
Same for you?
Same for me. QBR, passer rating, blah blah. But let's see it. Let's see it.
Okay, that last list we might have screwed it up a little bit because that one didn't have active players.
Yeah, because what I did was I looked at the same list you did, because active players, you can't, they're still fluctuating. You got to look at the guys. The only one that's active is Aaron Rodgers, but they put him because he's, I guess,
career numbers.
Career numbers,
Yeah.
right.
Okay, so in QBR with active, this is not passer rating. Again, this is QBR. Number 1 all time, and about to be 2-time league MVP. Has a chance to win his 2nd Super Bowl. The numbers he puts up, this is not surprising. The best in the league right now, Patrick Mahomes. Number 2, surprise, surprise, the regular season GOAT, Aaron Rodgers. And then it gets weird again, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It gets weird again. I mean, obviously it's a small sample size, but number 3 on all-time QBR, Deshaun Watson. Gross.
See?
Small sample size. Number 4, Joe Burrow. Number 5, Russell Wilson. It seems weird to me. Number 6, and this one's spooky, Jimmy Garoppolo.
See, this is why none of this matters to me.
Right? So you got Patrick Mahomes, fine. Aaron Rodgers, fine. Then you got 7 people in between the GOAT. Deshaun Watson, Joe Burrow, Russell Wilson, Jimmy Garoppolo, Drew Brees, the most average quarterback of all time, Kirk Cousins.
Nah, man.
And then you got Black Kirk Cousins, Dak Prescott.
Dak Prescott.
And
right.
then Tom Brady.
Nah.
How can the GOAT be number 10 on one list, be number 3 on another list, be 17 on another list?
Because
there's flaws. There's flaws in all these numbers.
Well,
right?
a lot of these metrics were made up on the fly way later, and people start using them as gospel.
Right.
And which makes no sense to me. All of that stuff. I never liked it because you could watch a game and say, "Oh, he has best QBR," but you're like, he's not winning.
Sure.
What I looked up was NFL game-winning drives.
Okay.
Career leaders since 1960. So we're not using old school people. You know who's number one in that? Career game-winning drives all time. Number one, Tom Brady.
I was gonna guess somebody from a losing team. I was gonna guess like Derek Carr or something.
See,
weird.
and I was thinking that too. I was like, well, how many
Brady's
times is
winning
Brady
all the time?
But obviously he won from being behind the most.
Right.
You know who's number two? Peyton Manning.
Okay.
Number three, it's a tie. Drew Brees, Ben Roethlisberger. I feel like Ben was behind every game he played.
You're not wrong.
Number 5, Dan Marino. 6, Matt Ryan. 7, Brett Favre. 8, Matt Stafford. 9, John Elway. And 10 was the only old school guy on here, Johnny Unitas. See,
Johnny U. Put some respect on that man's name.
See, this is what I'll put more credence in instead of QBR and all of that, because these guys can be behind, and you know the names that I've named, well, the majority of them, you're like, yeah, they're about to come back and win.
Let's continue this conversation. And I got another cool one for you when we get back. Happy Brady Day, everybody. You're listening to 2 Men On, 95.9 FM, AM 610, the sports animal.
Yeah. Blood stain. Come on, yeah. Come on, yeah. Come on. You better give me that. Yeah.
We're all moving a little faster now.
Trust the team that's going to keep up with you on KOAT Action 7 News.
We're proud to bring you coverage you can count on from across New Mexico.
Like a weather forecast that's certified most accurate and proven every day.
Start your day with more in the morning.
Well, traffic right now, things are starting to get much busier here in the metro. We're seeing more and more slowdowns southbound on I-25. As you approach Osuna, those are going to last until Comanche. Headed west on Paseo this afternoon, you're going to run into slowdowns at Jefferson. Those will go all the way until Coors. Northbound I-25, Cesar Chavez de Lomas, that's a slow go as well. Westbound on I-40, we're seeing more slowdowns now between 2nd Street and Coors. Also seeing congestion southbound Coors at Montano.
This report is sponsored by Lowe's. Save on appliances and more at the Truckload event at Lowe's. Get an additional 10% off all in-store clearance appliances and take home what you buy same day. Shop the Truckload event today. Exclusions apply while supplies last. Selection varies by location. See Lowe's.com for details. Valid 1/5-2/8.
If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, the largest selection of in-stock furniture in the state, locally owned and operated. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
This is Jim Rome with your Rome Report. Tom Brady finally figured out what the bleep he was gonna do. He made it official via a 53-second video that he tweeted from the beach. And yes, he actually did use the word retire this time. Therefore, no more geriatric goat. There will be no Bacon 46. And this time it actually feels legit. Of course, it is natural to be skeptical because he did retire exactly a year ago today. And that retirement lasted 40 days, except the last 365 days have been really difficult. He had a legitimate physical drop-off this year finally. He finally had a season under 500. He was humiliated in the playoffs. He got divorced. He got caught up in a catastrophic crypto scheme and seemingly lost half of his face. All of which is why this announcement does feel legit and very different from the one that we heard exactly 1 year ago.
Do you have taxiety? That uncertain feeling knowing taxes are due and you don't know what to do. You're afraid getting help may cost you big bucks and your sanity. Let the Liberty Tax experts show you a brighter way to do taxes. With us, you can get professional tax prep with zero out-of-pocket charges. Visit libertytax.com and schedule an appointment with a Liberty Tax location near you. Valid at participating locations. Terms and conditions apply. See website or office for details.
Let me guess. Unknown caller? You could reduce the number of unwanted calls and emails with online privacy protection. The latest innovation from Discover will help regularly remove your personal info, like your name and address, from 10 popular people search websites that could sell your data. And we'll do it for free.
activate in the Discover app. See terms and learn more at discover.com/online privacy protection.
When your business information is missing or inconsistent across the internet, search engines won't find you, and customers won't either. Help ensure customers see you and not your competitors. Boost your findability. CumulusBoost.com. CUMULUS Boost.com.
Tune in to Chop It Up with Vern Kay, where he chops it up about professional and local sports with all the hot takes. Chop It Up with Vern Kay. Saturday mornings from 9 to 11 on the Sports Animal.
Your home for Super Bowl 57 is K240BL Albuquerque, KNML Albuquerque, a Cumulus media station, the Sports Animal. Now betting for the Sports Animal, your afternoon drive. Number 2, Men On, Van Nunley and Fred Slow. And in the on-deck circle, Robert Buck D. Gibson. This is 2 Men On with Van Nunley and Fred Slow.
Ooh-wee. Sexy time, baby.
Don't let this one fool you, remember?
I know. We've heard it enough already. Then it turns into the theme to Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah.
1 hour in the books. It was a banger. For good reason, it was Tom Brady heavy. And surprise, surprise, this next hour. Yeah, you guessed it. We're talking Tom Brady. And speaking of Tom Brady, Robert Buck D. Gibson, I, one Van Nunley of 2 Men On, have breaking news for you and the world.
What is that?
If you thought today's craziness of Tom Brady retiring wasn't enough, I got an update in the saga. The GOAT, Tom Brady, has just signed a $1.2 billion deal to play in the Saudi Arabian Football League. For the Jeddah Jaws. This is a real team. Saudi Arabia has 2 football teams.
I didn't even know that.
Congratulations to Brady. You finally get to pay off the money you owe Sam Bankman-Fried in the FTX scandal. Saudi Arabia bailed you out. I mean, it doesn't matter that he's going to play in Saudi Arabia because he always looks like he's running on sand anyways.
All the time.
All the time. So we're talking what it takes to be the GOAT. Passing rating doesn't do it. QBR doesn't do it. All statistical metrics don't do it. I kind of do appreciate all those because they all say Aaron Rodgers is the GOAT. Thank you, math. But we know who the real GOAT is. And he just retired today. TB12, Sexy Skeletor, the legend, whatever you want to call him, retired today, if you did not know that. And we're talking about what it takes to be the GOAT. And you were starting to bring up some stats of come from behind wins.
Right.
And this is a really good stat because, number one, you have to win to be included in this stat. You have to win for a long time to be included in this stat. And you have to be durable enough to keep putting yourself in the situation to win and win and win and win. And in the words of DJ Khaled, that's all Tom Brady did.
That's it.
I got another one for you.
What's that?
Who do you think? Well, actually, before we go that far, the all-time passing touchdown leaders.
Okay.
Okay, we know who number 1 is. Do you know who number 2 is?
Number 2 has to be Peyton Manning. I'm going to go that.
Okay, great guess. Peyton Manning's number 3. There was another heavy passer from that generation. A little more prolific.
I'm going to say Drew Brees.
Drew Brees is the answer.
Okay.
Drew Brees was previously the all-time quarterback king in the NFL. with 571 touchdowns. The previous king, Brett Favre, before he was passed by Peyton Manning, before Peyton Manning was passed by Drew Brees, had 508.
Right.
So number 2 has 63 more than number 4.
Okay.
Brett held it for a while. Tom Brady.
Ooh, he put it out there.
Has 78 more touchdowns than Drew Brees.
Who's at number 2? So Brady's leading all time with 649 touchdowns.
23 seasons, and they were all strong work. He only missed one complete season, was one of the most durable quarterbacks in the history of the NFL, not counting Oxycontin-laden Brett Favre. But that is a giant gap.
Let's put it in this type of perspective. Of the active quarterbacks, the closest one to him is Aaron Rodgers with 475.
Right.
Wow.
Almost 200 more than Aaron Rodgers, who only has, at best 3 more good years?
Right.
At best.
You know who's after that? That's active? 381, Matt Ryan.
Which I doubt he throws another one.
Not happening.
He ain't throwing another one.
Matt Stafford, 333, and then Russell Wilson, 308.
Matt Stafford.
They're not touching 649.
Matt Stafford's been playing for 13 years, and he has less than half. Russell Wilson, 11 years, less than half. Kirk Cousins, 10 years. 300, 400 less than him?
Yeah.
Let's keep scrolling.
There's only one guy. There's one guy. He's tied for 58th.
Yep.
He has 192 passing touchdowns, but he's only been playing in the league 5 seasons. That's Patrick Mahomes. That averages out to 38 touchdowns a season. But still,
those numbers, if he has the longevity of a Brady, he could catch Brady.
Yes.
But there is not anyone on this list. Josh Allen, extrapolate his career numbers, he'll come up short.
Listen to this. So I did the math.
Thank you.
Patrick Mahomes would have to throw an average of 38 touchdowns a season for 17 seasons.
So he has to magically, without injury, without decline in physical attributes, without decline in the play of his team, he has to have more longevity than Tom Brady to catch Tom Brady.
Well, so that is total. So he's already done 5 seasons. So they're saying 12 more seasons of 38 touchdowns, he will catch Tom Brady.
Oh, I thought you meant plus 17.
No. 17 if he stays at the clip that he's at.
That's why I'm glad you did the math and not me. Not a math guy.
Still, just those numbers like that, it's crazy.
I mean, and you look at anything, any number. What else should we look at? How about all-time passes completed?
That's your boy.
Tom Brady.
That's your boy.
Is 611 more completions than Drew Brees.
He actually set the single season record this last season as well. Most completions in a season.
How can you have the best season of your career, have one down year, run off your wife and kids, and then decide to retire when you're playing this excellent? He still had a good year this year.
Yeah. He led the league in passing yards and completions.
He's still 3 seasons worth of completions ahead of Drew Brees. This is bonkers. We're seeing the end of an era. Like today.
Yeah.
We got 2 black quarterbacks in the Super Bowl.
Right.
Who can run, who can scramble, who can create plays on their own.
Mm-hmm.
And then this is the year that Tom Brady decides to retire. It's almost poetic. How, like, this is the end of an era.
Yeah, and this is why Matt Ryan, he's got to go. Like, what is he holding on to?
Yeah, his last 2 seasons have been rough.
He's got to go. This makes you also think, and we could save this for another segment, like just how good he's been. Like I was just thinking earlier, like, have we even beat Brady before? He's busted my team's tail for so many years. I had to go look it up. And I ran up on one thing, Van, and we could save it. I just want to put this in your ear.
Okay, hold on.
I just
Let's
want to
do
put
that.
it
Let's save it.
We'll save it. We'll save it. We'll save it.
Okay. More surprise,
yes,
ridiculous statistics
yes,
about Tom Brady's greatness when we get back. You listen to 2 Men On 95.9 FM, AM 610, the sports animal.
This report brought to you by Sandia Area Federal Credit Union.
From Albuquerque to Santa Fe, New Mexicans are switching to Sandia Area. Easy spending and savings accounts that fit your life. Best rate home loans and auto loans, rewarding credit cards, and more. It's all here at Sandia Area. Join us today at sandia.org. Sandia Area, better banking without a bank.
And traffic right now, things moving slow in a number of areas. We'll start with westbound on I-40. You're going to run into congestion as you approach the interchange. Those will last until Unser. Paseo headed west between I-25 and Coors is moving slow. Southbound on I-25 as you approach Osuna, you're going to run into slowdowns there. Those last until Comanche. If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress. Shop in store or online at AmericanHome.com. They guarantee you'll pay less. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
The Super Bowl is set, and so is your home for Super Bowl 57 on the radio. Listen to 2 Men On all next week as they broadcast live from Radio Row. Then, Sunday at noon, Westwood One's coverage of Super Bowl 57 kicks off.
Kansas City in front with 3 seconds remaining.
The biggest week in sports from the only station big enough to do it.
The Philadelphia Eagles are going to the Super Bowl again.
95.9 FM and AM 610. The sports animal.
Susan, I'm sorry I'm late. Traffic is terrible.
It sure is. But on top of that, gas prices have been skyrocketing. I can't believe how expensive gas has gotten recently.
Prices at the pump are up, but I never pay full price for gas anymore. I just use the free Upside app that pays you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you actually get paid cash when you buy gas with the Upside app?
Yes, I get real cash back every time I buy gas.
And does that actually add up to anything?
I've made around $200.
Wow, that's serious extra cash. I'm downloading the free Upside app now.
Download the free Upside app to earn real cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code READY for an extra 25 cents per gallon cash back on your first fill-up. You can cash out anytime right to your bank account, to PayPal, or an e-gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code READY for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code READY for 25 cents per gallon cash back on your first fill-up.
Dancing crew, trip for 2, nailed the final interview. Game with Doug, brand new mug. Come here, kid, give me a hug. The more you want to do, the more we want to do. New COVID-19 boosters designed for recent Omicron variants are now available. Learn about eligibility and schedule a free updated booster today at vaccines.gov. Sponsored by Pfizer and BioNTech.
I had a nighttime routine for my frequent heartburn. I would drink milk, I would sleep upright with more pillows, but that painful burning stayed. So I made Prilosec OTC part of my morning routine. With just 1 pill each morning, Prilosec OTC prevents excess acid production, blocking heartburn day and night. Now I have a new nighttime routine. I call it sleeping.
1 pill a day, 24 hours, 0 heartburn. With Prilosec OTC. It's possible while taking Prilosec OTC. Use as directed for 14 days to treat frequent heartburn, not for immediate relief.
Being human is sometimes hard.
988 is a free 24/7 confidential lifeline for you or if someone you know is experiencing emotional distress or worried about alcohol or drug use. Call, text, or chat 988 to be connected to compassionate professionals who will listen and help you find local resources. Hope is 3 numbers away for all of us. Learn more at 988nm.org.
The king of sports talk.
I have not given myself enough credit lately.
The Jim Rome Show. Weekdays at 10 on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Welcome back to the program, Duke City. If you don't know, which I don't know how you don't already, Tom Brady officially announced his retirement for really reals this time, for good this time. I don't believe it for a lot of reasons.
You know what I was sitting here thinking?
Huh.
Remember all the songs that we had Steph play for our last night at Howie's?
All the breakup songs.
We're leaving and all that. That could have been done today.
Yes.
Could have been done today.
It's like 23 years. Who were you, Robert, 23 years ago?
Oh, you don't want to know that guy.
Well, we're probably quite similar because you don't want to know this guy.
Definitely not made or fit for radio.
Samesies.
Yeah.
But think of the things that have happened in the world, in your life in 23 years. Tom Brady has been part of your life for 23 years. He has been in the forefront of sports excellence for more than 2 decades.
It's crazy because if you go back and look at some of his games, if you go to like YouTube, you can barely see them because they're fuzzy.
Right.
They're not crispy and clear. It's not 4K like we're used to.
Yeah, another great example. Go back and look at his Madden character.
Oh, yeah.
23 years ago. He's made out of squares. Now,
straight out of Atari.
Now his Madden character looks exactly like him. Sexy Skeletor.
So what I was alluding to earlier.
Yeah, okay. Here's the secret stat that Robert's been holding on to. What'd you find?
So can you name me the one team that Brady does not have a winning record against?
Oh, man.
It's only one.
I know.
Out of all the teams, it's only one.
Okay. It's unfair. That's a great question. I was planning on doing this next segment.
Oh, for real? My bad.
I swear to God, I got one of these pages I got pulled up has all the receipts. I was surprised which one it was.
I was not surprised. I wasn't surprised. We'll let it marinate a little bit because I was thinking.
Let's talk about versus our team.
Yeah, there we go. Now we're talking.
Because thank goodness for Cowboy Nation, he's not undefeated against you anymore. Tom Brady is 7-1 against Cowboy Nation. Minnesota Vikings, you did not escape his wrath.
Not at all.
Tom Brady is 6-0 against the Vikings.
Actually, you know what? I was thinking about this one earlier. They don't play. They played the Vikings every 4 years, right?
Okay.
Because that's the way the seasons went, because they're not in the same conference. That means Brady whooped them through like 4 administrations.
Yes. Oh,
bruh.
Friend of the show, Craig, thinks it's the Saints.
No.
It is not the Saints. That is very close, though.
The question is,
that's about as close as it gets, is the Saints.
The only team Brady does not have a winning record against. So it's below 500.
Okay, hold on. I don't think there's any team that's below 500. I think there's one single solitary team that is 500. Okay, we might be consulting the wrong Googs here.
Nah, I'm looking at it.
Okay. All right, well, hit me with this hidden information because I have an answer that's different than your answer, apparently. What do you got, Robert?
Who is the lone team has a losing record that he has a losing record against?
Okay. I didn't think it was anybody. I thought
But I forgot to put this caveat on it. I've seen it. It's the regular season.
Okay, you don't count
right
playoffs.
Right.
Okay. Okay. Well, then it would be, I think we have the same answer then.
Yeah, we do.
Okay, the Denver Broncos.
No.
Oh, who is it?
It's the Chiefs.
Oh,
it is the Chiefs.
So you have to add
yes
the playoffs for the Chiefs.
Right, because against the Broncos, he's 8-6.
Yeah. With the playoffs,
and
he's
with
9-9.
With the Chiefs, he's 5-6.
Okay. Okay, that's a good caveat because we're looking at different statistical demographics here.
And this is a thing that I've been looking at all day because, people were coming from all the angles trying to find something, the weirdest little stats and the mind-blowing stats. And, I was looking here at the I had to look into the Minnesota one because I'm like, oh, wait, they didn't play that many times. But when they did, it was like a new president, new administration, and you're still getting whooped.
That's a good way of looking at it. I love that.
I was looking here at my team, Chargers fan. We started out strong, Van.
Okay.
Brady, the first time we played Brady, it's 2001. He beat us. That's 1-0. 2002, we beat Brady.
Ooh.
Next time we played him again, 2005, we beat Brady.
Ooh.
So we were up.
Thanks, LaDainian.
2-1, and next thing you know, Brady just was like, okay, now I'm Brady. Hauled off 7 straight wins. All-time record is 7-2 versus the Chargers.
And if you're looking at my list, which is the same list, including the playoffs, that is 9 straight wins against your Chargers because he's 10-2, including the playoffs.
The playoffs, every time.
Domination. The Chargers and the Colts were his best competition for years. It seems like the Chargers and the Colts were the only one that gave him any competition year after year, and he dominated.
He's like, I don't care. I'll go to your field. You can come to mine. I'm going to do what I do.
Against the Colts in his career, and a lot of that time led by Peyton Manning, a little bit of that time led by Andrew Luck, 16-4 against his biggest rival.
Come on, man. Come on.
My Packers held their own, 5-3 against my Packers.
And that's, like you said, that's including the playoffs.
Vikings do not have a win against Tom Brady. The Cowboys, in his very last game, allegedly.
Hey, I heard they're putting a banner up.
They better. Cowboys got 1 win against Tom Brady. The Chicago Bears, in 23 years, got 1 win against Tom Brady.
Wow. I'll tell you who's happy as hell that he's retired and isn't even thinking about coming back to the division or the conference. It's got to be the Buffalo Bills.
Yeah. Because he was rumored to go to Miami.
He loved to see Buffalo. I off the top of the head, I would have said the Jets. But Buffalo.
It's ugly what he did to Buffalo. 33-3 all time for a 917 win percentage.
I'm looking here.
That is sad.
In those games, passer rating 98.2.
That's ridiculous.
Over 9,000 yards, 72 touchdowns, and 25 interceptions. Feasting.
Your Atlanta Falcons, Albuquerque, only 1 win in 23 years, 11-1 for a 917 win percentage, the same as the lowly Bills.
You can't say that team without bringing up that game.
Oh, yeah.
You can't say the Falcons and Brady in the same sentence without bringing up that game. It's going to take a lot to top what Brady's done in the NFL.
We're going to be talking about Brady our whole lives. As long as the NFL still exists in its current incantation, there will be Brady references for every single moment in football. There's not a moment in football that there's not a Brady story for. Oh, crazy rule change? Okay, Tuck rule.
Tuck rule.
Okay.
Oh.
Is a team cheating? Okay, Spygate.
Oh.
Deflategate. Oh, you have a Mr. Irrelevant this year? Okay, Tom Brady's already done that.
Oh, man.
Come from behind, 28-3? Okay, Tom Brady. Every single thing that's cool about football, that has a story about football, Tom Brady will be included in that conversation.
Was a lot of his career luck?
I mean, okay.
Let's be honest.
Yeah, of course it is.
For him to even be a starter, that was luck.
So there's a saying in the poker world, you create your own luck.
Okay.
In the poker world, you got to know your odds. You got to know your statistics. You got to know what to bet, when to bet. You got to know the people. Some people say, okay, gambling, for example, like you're playing blackjack, you're playing roulette. That's luck, okay? Poker, it's a game of skill. If you are going to get lucky, you have to create your own luck. You have to know the right odds here and there. As a football player, as any kind of professional, you have to create your own luck. In high school, my coach had the 6 P's of success. Have you ever heard this one before?
No, I haven't.
Proper preparation prevents piss poor performance. That's legendary advice. Every athlete has to do that. You have to be the smartest on the field. You have to be the most prepared. You have to be the most athletic. And then in Tom Brady's situation, he fell into a great organization with a great coach. He lucked into a job because without that injury, Drew Bledsoe's going nowhere.
True.
He got lucky.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But once he got the opportunity,
man,
he became Tom Brady. Hey, if we don't have this cool story about Brock Purdy this year, if he doesn't luck into his season, you have a number 1 draft pick who won the job. He got hurt. You got a consummate professional who knows how to win football games, and he got hurt. Then finally, Brock Purdy, okay, if he was on the Jets or whatever, doesn't do that well, doesn't have that chance.
Right.
He lucks into an already established team, and he goes 6-0 all the way to the championship game when he gets hurt. You have to be prepared for luck. If you're not prepared,
that's great. You're right.
I think that's something CJ Chavez from Evolve Strong would have said. I was
Did he not write that?
I was channeling CJ right there.
Did he not write that?
What isn't luck, what is skill, is finding the fancy of a beautiful woman, Robert.
Okay.
And Tom Brady, hey, he's no Jeter. He's no John Mayer. But his hit list is legendary. And we're going to talk about that when we get back. You're listening to 2 Men On, 95.9 FM, AM 610, the sports animal.
This report is sponsored by Indeed.com. Hiring can be a headache. That's why there's Indeed, the hiring platform that removes the hassle. Sponsor a job and immediately get a short list of quality candidates. And you can schedule and conduct video interviews right on their site. Visit Indeed.com/credit.
And traffic right now, things moving slow in a number of areas. We'll start with westbound on I-40. You're going to run into congestion as you approach the interchange. Those will last until Unser. Paseo headed west between I-25 and Coors is moving slow. Southbound on I-25 as you approach Osuna, you're going to run into slowdowns there. Those last until Comanche. If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, the largest selection of in-stock furniture in the state. Locally owned and operated. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
I'm Joe Ostrowski here to help you beat the books with BetQL. Missouri knocked off 12th-ranked Iowa State over the weekend in the Big 12 SEC Challenge. They return to conference play tonight, hosting LSU as 10-point favorites. The BetQL model projects Mizzou as a much shorter favorite. They have this number at Missouri -3, and that makes LSU +10 a 5-star best bet. I'm Joe Ostrowski. Bet smarter, beat the books. Download the BetQL app today.
What does it mean to be a good neighbor? It means rising up and being there for each other. For State Farm, it also means helping our customers because you are our neighbors. State Farm agent Art Sandoval wants you to know he's ready to help. To any State Farm customer facing financial burdens, call your State Farm agent. After all, now more than ever, being a good neighbor means everything. Art Sandoval, 338-0300. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Looking for the best tacos and burritos in New Mexico? Check out Pericos on Isleta and Rio Bravo in the heart of the South Valley. Come in and watch one of 7 TV screens or enjoy the patio with a cold beer or a glass of wine. Let's not forget about the stuffed sopapillas, tamales, fresh guacamole, and salsa. If you like fresh, quality food at great prices, add Perico's new Mexican restaurant to the top of your list. Perico's has been serving and keeping customers satisfied for the past 40 years. With 5 great locations, you're never too far from amazing New Mexican food.
Texting enrolls you into recurring automated text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
Hey, Dan, how you doing? Haven't seen you around the gym.
Yeah, I've really fallen off. Since I turned 40, I just don't get the results I used to get.
Could be lower testosterone. I went through it a while back. I got Nugenix Total T, and it's made a huge difference for me.
I've seen that on TV. Is it for real?
Oh, yeah. The patented key ingredient is something called Testofen, which helps boost free and total testosterone levels to help you trim up and stay lean.
And it's made a difference for you?
Man, I feel like I'm in my 20s again. At work, in the gym, and in the bedroom.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles for people to try it for themselves?
Yeah, you just need to send them a text.
Text JUDGE to 321-321 right now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T. Plus, text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo, our most powerful fat incinerator ever, to help you get back into shape fast. Absolutely free. Text JUDGE to 321-321. That's JUDGE to 321-321.
Products and statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease or illness.
Ever wonder why your business doesn't show up on online search maps, but your competitors do? It's hundreds of things. Things that Cumulus Boost can identify and fix. And that's how we boost your findability. CumulusBoost.com. CUMULUS Boost.com.
O'Reilly. When you need auto parts, O'ReillyAuto.com is just a few clicks away. We offer convenient options for you to get your parts quickly. Order online and pick up for free at your local O'Reilly Auto Parts store. We'll even bring it out curbside. Or you can have your parts delivered right to your door with free shipping on most orders over $35. Visit O'ReillyAuto.com.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Progressive presents Adjusting to the Suburbs.
I never really thought about tools until I bought a house in the suburbs. It's like this weird homeowner test if I need a tool for a project and don't have it. And my neighbor Ted loves to give me that look when I ask to borrow a pole saw. A year ago, I didn't even know pole saws existed. And now I gotta borrow one from Ted? What is happening?
Anyway, when you save with Progressive by bundling your home and auto, that's the easy part of adjusting to the suburbs. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company coverage provided and serviced by affiliates and third-party insurers.
We're making life sweeter. Blake's Lottaburger is blending strawberry cheesecake milkshakes. It's our rich and creamy strawberry milkshake blended with a slice of real cheesecake. Strawberry cheesecake milkshakes from Blake's Lottaburger. Available for a limited time.
The only part of your morning that doesn't suck. The Opening Drive with Jeff Symbieta and JJ Buck. Weekday mornings from 7 till 10 on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Welcome back to the program, Duke City. Happy Tom Brady Day, everybody. The GOAT is retired. The legend is moving on. I'm assuming to retake the throne as the CEO of Uggs. Something like that. We've been we've been telling stories about Tom Brady. We've been talking about the stats. We've been talking about some great moments throughout his career. He's the GOAT. He's the legend. And for more reasons than just sports, Robert.
Okay.
His hit list is legendary. He got some beautiful women in his wake. And let's keep in mind, he's been married to Giselle for quite some time, so he's not exactly prolific. He's no Derek Jeter, let's be honest.
Yeah.
He's no John Mayer, let's be honest. But what he lacks in quantity, oh, buddy, does he make up in quality? 2002 was a very good year for Tom Brady. As there's no photographic evidence, Robert, but he came out into the dating world as a professional football player at the top, at the peak. From the late 90s to the early 2000s. Is there a more prominent pop star than Britney Spears? Britney Spears was on top of the world. Oops, I Did It Again. You know the rest of the story. All the weird family stuff, all the brought up by Disney. Britney Spears on top of the world. Who does she have rumors of hooking up with? That's right. The young New England Patriots Super Bowl champion, Tom Brady.
See, I didn't even know that.
Britney Spears, if Britney Spears is at the top of your list.
I never knew this.
Because they never went in public. There was never like pictures. They never went to the MTV Movie Awards together or whatever.
Okay.
If your list starts with Britney Spears,
in her heyday.
My goodness, when she was on top of the world, Britney Spears.
Right.
Not like shaved head, trying to chase down subway mice, Britney Spears. Like the Britney Spears. The Britney Spears people my age remember. And remember quite well.
Yeah.
Next on the list, and the rest of these have been confirmed. Well, let me take that back. One of them hasn't been confirmed either. This one's been confirmed. This is also in 2002. This one's confirmed. Playboy Playmate of the Month, Layla Roberts.
Yeah, I see that one.
My goodness. She is everything you think a blonde Playboy model looks like. And Tom Brady?
Yeah.
My dude.
Yeah.
Holy moly. And it takes...
Tom came out the gate.
Yes, he did. Pick 199. He had first pick. These ladies. Layla Roberts. Oh, my God. Consult the Googles. Also in 2002. Oh, my God. You stone cold killer, you. How can you keep your brain on football?
Laser focused.
Goodness. No wonder he had that laser focus. No wonder he picked apart your Chargers defense for 23 years with this laser focus. I would have been wildly distracted. I would be a cat watching ping pong if I had these options all in the same year. Britney Spears, allegedly.
Okay.
Layla Roberts, for sure.
Yes.
Also at the height of her powers, Tara Reid.
Yeah, he was picking fruit off the top of the tree.
Okay. Tara Reid, super hot. You remember the movie The Big Lebowski?
Yes, I do.
You remember the pool scene with a young Tara Reid?
Yes, I do.
I'll blank your blank for $1,000.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna go find a cash machine. That was Tara Reid.
Also of American Pie fame.
Yep. She was killing it at this time.
Yeah.
You know, she's had her struggles since then. Whatever. This isn't TMZ. We're not going into that. Same year, Britney Spears, Playboy Playmate of the Month, Layla Roberts, and Tara Reid. Okay. 2003 must have been a down year for Tom Brady. He had his mind back on football, but your boy picked it back up in 2004
with,
as he is rumored to have been with Ivanka Trump.
No way.
Yes. No pictures in public, but they've been at the same place at the same time, allegedly left someplace at the same time. This is alleged now.
Wait, now this is the daughter, right?
Daughter Ivanka, yes.
Oh, man. Tom.
Who's a looker?
Tom.
Regardless of politics here. regardless of January 6th participation.
She's not my cup of tea. If you put her in the lineup with who we've already talked about,
oh, she's 4th pick for sure. Yeah,
This
she gets last pick on the playground.
Yeah, this is the Brock Purdy. This is the Brock Purdy pick right here.
Are you finding any other ones before we move on?
No.
Okay.
No.
I'm correct so far?
You're spot on.
Okay. Ivanka Trump, 2004. Okay. And then 2004, he kind of had his first peak with actress Bridget Moynihan.
Yeah, now we're talking.
And if you find some images of Bridget Moynihan around that time, she is unapologetically gorgeous.
Yes.
She is perfectly mathematical from every angle, every lighting, perfectly gorgeous. You know what else she was? 8 years older than Tom Brady. Bridget, you pimp. Go, Bridget. She was robbing the cradle of the young GOAT. Bridget has some game
she knew
that I don't even know about.
Yeah, she knew what he was going to turn into.
Ooh, go Bridget. Anderson .Paak's song "Sweet Bridget" is probably about Bridget Moynihan.
Yeah, I was going to say that. Yes.
Bridget Moynihan. They were married for a few years, 2004, 2006, started a family and got divorced in 2006. But I bet those were some good years, Robert.
I'm beginning to see a pattern, though.
Okay. Divorces Bridget Moynihan in 2006. Sorry. Seems like a good father to the kids still to these days. Amicable relationship. People change. He might have realized that 8.5, 9 years is kind of a lot for a young superstar NFL multimillionaire quarterback. Love is love. I'm not going to kink shame you, Albuquerque. Rebound, though,
Well,
Robert.
we have to say this, though.
Go ahead.
They actually have a child together.
Yeah. They're still friends and parents.
Yeah.
They do well. They do well. But his rebound, Robert.
Yeah, this is like a Dennis Rodman rebound.
This is
this ain't a regular rebound. This is we're not talking a rebound in today's game. This is a hard in the 90s, 80s bad boy like where you get the rebound and your elbows are out and you just clear space so no one can get close to you. This was that rebound.
Head cheerleader of the New England Patriots, Megan Vasconcelos. And oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Friend of the show, Craig Moynihan, is where he screwed up. Should have never left her. Married Giselle. He's doing okay. But Megan Vasconcelos, oh my God. She is like the brunette version of his first mega hottie, Layla Roberts. But she's about as attractive as a human being can be.
Right.
So they dated for a while. They separated. And for good reason, Robert.
Okay.
Because he married the hottest, richest supermodel on the planet.
He found what he was searching for.
Oh, my goodness. Almost lived a whole happy life together. One more season with the Buccaneers, had to split up his relationship and his new family with supermodel Gisele Bündchen. She is inarguably the hottest and richest woman on the planet. And Tom Brady fooled her into being with this sports-obsessed football player who doesn't have time for her or her family. But anyways.
She wasn't hotter than the NFL. That's basically what he told her.
Well, she ain't hotter than Gronk, I think.
There we go.
He's only got eyes for Gronk. No matter all these hotties, we know who's number one in his heart.
He's in love with those 7 rings.
So 16 years, Giselle and Tom were married. They were on the cover of every magazine. They were the it couple everywhere, the Met Gala, the whatever fashion show. They were always there. They're the it couple for over a decade. And then, as we all know, they got divorced this past year, and I know we're up against it. We got to go to break. Just like his rebound from his first marriage, have you seen, Robert, his current rebound from Giselle?
Yes. Yes.
Oh my God. Unapologetically gorgeous. Instagram, and I swore I'd never go on this website. You go crazy, Albuquerque. You go crazy, friends of the show. OnlyFans model, Veronica Radjic. And look, Albuquerque.
Slovakian.
I'm going to spell her name out for you because I want you to Google her right now and realize that leaving Giselle
Brady don't miss.
wasn't the worst thing to happen to him.
Brady don't miss.
Veronica with a K. And that last name's Radjic, R-A-J-E-K. My goodness, Tom. You have a star-studded lineup of girlfriends and alleged girlfriends who is historically impressive, just like your win count, just like your Super Bowl count, just like every statistic you have. You're one of the GOATs of hot girlfriends. Tom Brady, you've done it again. My goodness. When we get back, you guessed it, more Tom Brady. You're listening to Two Men On 95.9 FM AM 610, the sports animal.
This report is sponsored by Mucinex Fast Max. With Mucinex, it's not cold and flu season. It's comeback season. Mucinex Fast Max Cold and Flu All-in-One provides powerful multi-symptom relief of up to 9 cold and flu symptoms in just one dose. Get the relief you need this season with Mucinex Fast Max All-in-One and Done. Use as directed.
Well, traffic right now, westbound on Paseo, we're seeing quite a bit of congestion between I-25 and Coors. Also, slowdowns continuing southbound I-25. That's going to start around Osuna. It'll last until Comanche. Westbound on I-40, you're going to hit slowdowns as you approach Carlisle. Those last until Coors. Also seeing congestion southbound on Coors at Montano. If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress. Shop in store or online at AmericanHome.com. They guarantee you'll pay less. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
This is Maggie Gray with the CBS Sports Minute, sponsored by Angie. It's easier than ever to get home projects done well. Get started at Angie.com. Tom Brady retired today, but that doesn't mean we won't be seeing him. With a broadcast deal in place, TB12, his clothing line, and yes, even a feature film, 80 for Brady, that premieres this week, Brady is not exactly stepping out of the spotlight. As is fitting for someone of his stature, he will be gone from the field, but certainly not forgotten. I'm Maggie Gray.
The Opening Drive with Jeff Symbieta and JJ Buck.
Terrence Mathis, former Lobo, and now he's going to the College Football Hall of Fame.
18-year-old teenager comes cross country, and then they help you grow into the man that you are today. And I will always, not only Lobo football and the University of New Mexico, but the city and its fans and its people and its culture and its food will be part of my story as long as I live.
Start your morning weekdays at 7 on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Texting enrolls you into recurring automated text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
Hey, Dan, how you doing? Haven't seen you around the gym.
Yeah, I've really fallen off. Since I turned 40, I just don't get the results I used to get.
Could be lower testosterone. I went through it a while back. I got Nugenix Total T, and it's made a huge difference for me.
I've seen that on TV. Is it for real?
Oh, yeah. The patented key ingredient is something called Testofen, which helps boost free and total testosterone levels to help you trim up and stay lean.
And it's made a difference for you?
Man, I feel like I'm in my 20s again. At work, in the gym, and in the bedroom.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles for people to try it for themselves?
Yeah, you just need to send them a text.
Text JUDGE to 321-321 right now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T. Plus, text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo, our most powerful fat incinerator ever, to help you get back into shape fast. Absolutely free. Text JUDGE to 321-321. That's JUDGE to 321-321.
Products and statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease or illness.
I'm attorney Kevin Rowe. After you've been hurt in a car wreck, you wouldn't want to settle for getting half your car fixed. So why would you settle for getting half a check? The insurance companies have teams of adjusters and lawyers, and their sole job is to pay you as little as possible for your case. In a wreck, need a check? Call Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorneys today. We'll work hard to get you all the money you deserve and to keep you out of the courtroom. Don't be a victim twice. Call us at 544-4444. The call and the advice are free.
Lerner and Rowe can get you more. Call 544-4444.
Insurance Research Council, July 2014.
Dancing crew, trip for two, nail the final interview.
He's out of his mind. There's no way Giselle looks like a dude.
Give me a hug. The more you want to do, the more we want to do. New COVID-19 boosters designed for recent Omicron variants are now available. Learn about eligibility and schedule a free updated booster today at vaccines.gov. Sponsored by Pfizer and BioNTech.
As the stock market slumps and instability this year got you concerned, would you like a way that could protect your retirement when the markets are down? Gold Alliance would like to give you 2 free reports, the Inflation Survival Plan and the Stock Market Correction Plan. Both give actionable insights you can use now that could protect your savings in uncertain times. Absolutely free. Don't wait. Call 800-200-2079. 800-200-2079. 800-200-2079.
All investments involve risk, including losses. Past performance does not guarantee future results.
An old furnace is more likely to give out, and it could be on a cold winter night. Daniels offers furnace inspections and specializes in furnace repair, replacements, and new installs, offering a wide variety of high-efficiency heating solutions. Daniels, keeping your family cozy and comfortable this winter. Daniels Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning guarantees customer satisfaction for plumbing, heating, cooling, and AC, plus free estimates on replacements and installs. 505-898-8860.
You want it right today. Get it done the Daniels way. Daniels Plumbing, Heating, and Air.
The Duke City's home for sports.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
That's a yes.
This is 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
From the texter, responding to my tinfoil hat conspiracy theory ranting.
Oh, do we get some more input?
The world is hiding something from us, and I'm assuming it's your U.S. government, Albuquerque, New Mexico, surrounding areas, and, the world. This Tom Brady announcement is meant to distract from something really going on. I don't know what it is. What could it be? Did we find the chupacabra? Is there a comet hurling toward us that we can't thwart its path? Are aliens about to contact us? I want to know the real story. There's no reason to drop this story. No reason for Tom Brady to announce his retirement this early again before he had the proper time to think about it. I don't think he's retiring. I know he's coming back. And I think there's a great chance. Hear me out, Robert. Quit looking at me like that. This was a deep fake video. It wasn't even him. Wait till tomorrow morning when he comes out and says, that wasn't me. That was deep fake technology using my face from 3 years ago. Because as you can tell now, I have a sexy Skeletor face. It's obviously not me. This news is coming out tomorrow. Set your dial. In June of 21, Brady's first career touchdown ball sold for $428,000. That's a nice chunk of change for a piece of NFL history. Great collector's item. The legend, the GOAT's first touchdown ball, it's going to be super valuable forever.
Yes, yes.
Right after Tom Brady retired, his last touchdown, and we'll just use air quotes, his last touchdown, the ball sold for $518,000, 628 cents.
That's the deep ball that he threw to Mike Evans in the divisional game against the Rams.
The last ball, last touchdown ball he, at that point, was ever going to throw.
Right.
More than $500,000. 40 days later, he unretires.
Yeah.
And the ball is worth garbage. Garbage.
Wasn't that sale voided?
Yeah, okay, it was voided.
Yeah.
And here's the weird part. Here's the Shyamalan twist. even though it wasn't his last touchdown ball, which is, I mean, it's got a price tag of $500,000 at the time. It's kind of priceless. It's worth the max amount somebody's willing to pay for it. It goes back on auction by the same auction house and somehow sells for $129,657, almost $130,000 for his voided last touchdown ball.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody is just trolling the guy who wasted $500,000 on a piece of defunct history. Why is that ball worth $10,000? It's not his last touchdown.
Right.
It's not even close.
Correct.
He threw another 30 of them this year. My question is, does somebody have the balls to buy this ball? I'm talking about his last one this year.
This one, the one.
Yes.
So I was looking it up here. The last touchdown that he threw was to Cameron Brady, the tight end, which was in the last minutes against the Cowboys.
Right. In his last game.
In his
last game, last touchdown pass to Diet Gronk. Somebody has to eventually pay for that ball, right? Is it going to be, is it going to go for more than this $520,000? Or are bidders going to be so scared that he's coming back to the NFL and this is another Brett Favrean retirement?
Well, here's something that's kind of weird about this as well. So Tom Brady threw the touchdown to Cameron Brady, but his last pass in the end zone was after that, a 2-point conversion. To Mike Evans. Which one of those is more valuable?
The touchdown for sure.
The touchdown, or would it not be the actual last pass he threw in the end zone?
Okay. Well, I tell you what you got to do. If you're smart, you get both of those balls and you sell them as a pair.
There you go. Double it up.
Yeah. You got an 8-point ball, not just a 6-pointer. You sell them in a nice little package. You make its own little case.
I have to say, if he's really done, that touchdown ball to Brady has to be more than the one that he had for previously.
But yeah, I agree. If it's, it's aged a year.
Right.
His legendary status has gone up even more. He's padded his stats more. He's got the divorce story. He's got all this stuff going on. Couldn't lure Gronk to one more year to compete with him. There's a lot of stories behind this extra ball. But I'm thinking, do they have the confidence to pay this much? Because you know it's coming.
Yeah.
2 hours in the books, 1 more hour to go. You'll never guess. We're talking more Tom Brady. We're talking Tom Brady's nemesis. When we get back. You're listening to 2 Men On, 95.9 FM, AM 610, the sports animal.
Join Presbyterian Healthcare Foundation's Daffodil Days, presented by Garcia Automotive Group. Order your fresh cut flowers today at phs.org/daffodil days. That's phs.org/daffodil days.
This report brought to you by Presbyterian Healthcare Foundation's Daffodil Days, going on now.
Traffic right now continuing to move slow in a few spots here in the metro. Westbound on I-40, slowdowns. As you approach Carlisle, those are going to go until Coors. Also, Paseo headed west right now. I-25 to the river. We still got quite a bit of congestion there. And things looking a little better now southbound on I-25, but we're still dealing with some slowdowns between Osuna and Montgomery. If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, the largest selection of in-stock furniture in the state, locally owned and operated. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
With a new year typically comes new resolutions, and those resolutions tend to fade away in weeks. It's Jeff Zimbietta. How about making a resolution that you can actually keep and will make you feel better and look better for a long, long time? Schedule an appointment with New Mail. Guys, New Mail helps with things like depression, weight gain, even erectile dysfunction. And for men and ladies who are dealing with hair loss, New Mail has state-of-the-art options to help. Call New Mail at 505-652-1688 or online at newmail, that's NUMALE.com. Their professionals will walk you through the options, and then you pick what's best for you to regrow hair. Platelet-rich plasma hair therapy that uses your own platelets to stimulate stem cells deep in your hair follicle to stop hair loss and regrow hair. FDA cleared clinical hair restoration laser. It's proven to regrow hair. They offer NeoGraft hair transplants, which produce natural looking results in less than a week with no linear scarring. Men, ladies, call New Mail at 505-652-1688. 505-652-1688 or online at newmail.com.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
I studied Spanish in college and never got fluent. But then I tried Babbel.
Want the most effective way to learn another language? In just 15 minutes a day, Babbel's bite-sized lessons will have you learning another language in as little as 3 weeks.
Babbel gets you speaking quickly about things you actually talk about in the real world.
University studies have shown that using Babbel for 15 hours is equivalent to a semester of college Spanish. If you want to learn a new language, there's no better way than Babbel. Go to Babbel.com to try Babbel for free. That's BABBEL.com.
This is KNML AM Albuquerque, a Cumulus media station. Your exclusive home for Super Bowl 57 is the Sports Animal.
Now betting for the Sports Animal, your afternoon drive. Number 2, Men On, Van Nunley and Fred Slow. And in the on-deck circle, Robert Buck D. Gibson.
This is Two Men On with Van Nunley and Fred Slow.
Two hours in the books, Albuquerque. One more to go. Banger of a program. Tom Brady heavy. It's kind of Tom Brady heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little.
He deserves it.
For whatever reason, it's Tom Brady heavy. So during the commercial break, our haters, I think, are our biggest fans.
That's usually how it goes because they can tell you everything about us.
Correct. And we got some not so constructive criticism during the commercial break, talking about how much would they pay, for the last ball this time, Tom Brady's last touchdown ball this go round at the next auction.
Right.
From we'll keep his identity hidden, but a longtime listener will say, "You guys are pathetic. How much for a tape of your first show? 50 cents, maybe."
I'd have to agree with him because I wasn't there.
Nice. The Buck D-list first episode, and I went on to.
Wow, that's you know what. I love stuff like that.
Absolutely.
But I know you had something for him, though.
So I responded, Robert.
Yeah.
With a subscription to Spotify, you can get any of our episodes for free.
Free 99.
Free 99. Our whole catalog is on the interwebs. Also, not just Spotify. That's my preferred listening destination. But Spotify, Stitcher, SoundCloud, Apple Podcast. We have really good numbers on there. We are a rising provider of content on all these streaming services. So whatever your preferred method of listening to podcasts are, the boys are there, and our whole catalog is there. So you can go back and listen to any show, whether it's the first show, yesterday's show, or any show. You want to listen on the holidays? You want to listen to a best of? We got them all online for you, wherever you find your favorite podcast.
The great thing about free 99
is
you always have it on you.
Yes.
It's always on you.
You're holding it.
Go to either pocket. You have it on you. It's there.
You reach into your pockets right now, friends of the show. Are you finding air? Are you finding lint?
Nah.
You know what else you got?
That's free 99.
Every episode of Two Men On.
Every one of them right there.
Oh.
Don't get any better than that.
The not so constructive criticism that we find sometimes on the texter or the callers or emailing the higher ups here. at KNML and Cumulus. There's a lot of "you suck," and
I love it.
But why though? Because we have production meetings where we see our ratings and we see our numbers continuing to rise. That's the funny thing, is how we just keep gaining more and more friends of the show. So if you say you suck, please tell us why. We're open to actual constructive criticism. We want this show to be the best show.
Yeah.
We want this show to continue to grow. And it's going to grow next week as the boys are at the Super Bowl. Do not miss a second of Two Men On Less next week, because we're doing interviews.
Yeah.
With celebrities,
Yeah.
rappers, actors, NFL players' moms. Keep that secret until that happens.
Oh, if you listen to us last year during the Super Bowl, it's going to be better than that. I know that. I'm going to speak for myself, but I already know you guys. You guys are very professional, very great at what you do. Now that I have one Super Bowl under my belt and I know what to look for and what to expect, it's over. I had the nervous, giddy energy. That's out the window. I'm walking in Vince McMahon style, like I own the place. I'm walking up to people who I just know their faces. What's up? I'm doing the whole industry talk. How's your year been? I'm doing all that. I'm coming in with a coffee mug with no coffee in it. I don't drink coffee.
You don't drink coffee.
I don't drink coffee, but I'm going to look the part.
You know what we're going to put in it?
Oh, yeah.
The number one title sponsor of our trip to the Super Bowl, our OG friends of the show, Teller Vodka and Safe House Distilling. They're the title sponsor this year. We spread out the love over a lot of sponsors this year, but our friends at Teller Vodka stepped it up. They're like, no, we want to be number one. We are sending the boys to Phoenix this year. So big shout out to Teller Vodka. They're the best in the business. I'm really excited for the next year of Teller Vodka. They got some big things happening, and we'll help roll it out as it happens. All right, we're going to talk about Tom Brady's nemesis. And the GOAT, the champion, won more games than any player, more Super Bowls than any player, more touchdowns than any player, more passing yards than any player, more completions than any player, more hot chicks than any player.
Everything.
Everything. Of course, you still got to have a nemesis, right?
I know his nemesis.
All right, you first. Who's the nemesis?
The New York Giants.
Yep.
That's his nemesis.
Yep.
When it counted the most, what he's the greatest at doing, the original Thanos cannot collect those rings from the Giants. It's the New York Giants. Even all these years, they try to say it was Peyton Manning and blah, blah, blah. No, no, no. It was the New York Giants. If it wasn't for those dastardly Giants, he would have 9 Super Bowl rings. 9. He would still be playing, trying to get one for the thumb. Tell the truth. There's no way he will retire with 9.
To get an even 10.
Yeah, he's got to get that 10.
Absolutely.
Throw up the X.
In the 100th percentile, he stays and plays another year.
See, then
or just plays until he can't walk anymore.
See, then I would understand him retiring on the first day of Black History Month after winning the 10th title, because that's the Roman numeral is X. Throw up the X, Malcolm X.
Boom.
Come on now.
You're making the connections like I'm making in the first segment.
Come on now.
I love your conspiracy theories.
Who do you
Patriots? The Patriots were the favorites in both of those games.
Yes, they were. The heavy favorites.
And one of the greatest teams ever assembled, the best receiver Tom Brady's ever played with, the undefeated Patriots with Randy Moss.
Tell me who
the Giants were able to beat the undefeated Patriots. Tom Brady with Randy freaking Moss.
Who didn't think that team was going to win it all? If you were outside of the New York, New Jersey area.
Oh my God. Vegas made a killing
Yes.
that year.
Yep.
That's probably for percentages. I don't know for total value. That's probably the best Vegas has ever done, is the undefeated Patriots being upset. I have my nemesis. And you said if it wasn't for the Giants and Eli Manning, he'd have 9 rings. I'll go one further, Robert. I'll say the Manning brothers were Tom Brady's nemesis.
Wow. Why do you say that? Why do you say? Because
so
Eli
he
has earned his.
Sure. I get you there. Now listen up. Tom Brady has 7 Super Bowl rings. One more than the 2 best franchises. Patriots and Steelers have 6 Super Bowl rings. Cowboys and Niners, 5 Super Bowl rings. One single solitary person has more rings than any franchise. If you count the Manning brothers, you said if it wasn't for the Giants, he'd have 9. I'm going to go one step further and say if it wasn't for Eli and Peyton, he would have 12.
Oh, a whole dozen.
Not quite a baker's dozen. Tom Brady would have 12 rings if it wasn't for Peyton beating him in the playoffs 3 times and Eli beating him in the Super Bowl twice. That's a potential 12 rings if Archie Manning doesn't have beautiful, strong sons. Okay, I got a honorable mention.
What's the honorable mention? Is this from friend of the show or is this from you?
This is from me.
Okay.
Obviously it's Nick Foles. Or we could take it one step further and say the NFC East. Second place, obviously Giselle. Because it wasn't until they broke up with Giselle, that the voodoo magic that she used to perform didn't work anymore. And friend of the show, if you didn't know this already, Giselle had a voodoo doll for Tom Brady, had a little altar of Tom Brady, and she would give him crystals and stones and accoutrement to give him good luck. When Tom Brady divorced Giselle, is his first losing season. So if we're talking about Tom Brady's nemesis, it is Giselle. Because Tom Brady, his whole career, never had a losing season until he got divorced. So besides the Manning brothers, his own ex-wife, who the second she quit using her voodoo magic on Tom Brady, he had his first losing season and his first loss to the Cowboys. If Giselle is still married to Tom Brady, she does her South American voodoo magic. Tom Brady has a better seeding in the playoffs. He beats the Cowboys.
Yeah.
He goes all the way to the Super Bowl. He beats the next Tom Brady, Patrick Mahomes, and then he rides off into the sunset with a Super Bowl victory. We got somebody on the phone, Robert?
Yes, we do. We have Division 2 Wayne.
Ooh, Division 2 Wayne. D2 Dubs. What's happening, my friend?
Hey, I'm doing great. You know, you guys, I love your lists. You know, lists really do make sports radio talk special. And it's hard to follow up that discussion of Giselle and the sunset and the voodoo, but I'm going to go ahead. I want to see if I can reshift you guys just for a few moments maybe.
Okay.
And talk about the most worthy women at an NFL game, the ladies with the microphone on the sidelines. And if I had to say who should be at the top of the list, it would be Michelle Tafoya.
Okay, we got a big Michelle Tafoya fan over here. I'll tell you what, Wayne, I'll do you one better. Next break we take, which needs to be soon, we'll do the varsity of sports or sports adjacent hotties. We're pretty up against it, Robert. Is it? We got enough time to do that?
That's going to get us over the hump day. That's really a Wednesday discussion.
You put the hump in hump day, Wayne, and we appreciate you. Hey, we'll segue right into the varsity of sports and sports adjacent hotties when we get back. You got another?
I'm all ear. I am all ear.
I got one more nemesis.
What you got?
Tom Brady.
What you got?
FTX Coinbase and Sam Bankman-Fried.
There you go. That's good.
Took millions of dollars from Tom and Giselle. Wayne, thanks for being a friend of the show. When we get back, the varsity of sports and sports adjacent hotties. This may be slightly sexist adjacent, but we've had two hot women segments today. But considering Tom Brady's retiring, and this is a request from Wayne, I'm feeling it. You're listening to 2 Men On 95.9 FM, AM 610, the sports animal.
We're taking a look at traffic right now. Southbound on I-25 looking a lot better. We've been dealing with slowdowns most of the afternoon between Osuna and Montgomery. Things looking a lot better there. Still seeing quite a bit of congestion, though, westbound on I-40 as you approach the interchange, and that goes until Coors. Also, Paseo headed west right now between Jefferson and Coors. That's a slow go as well. If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress. Shop in store or online at AmericanHome.com. They guarantee you'll pay less. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
Whether you call it the Kelsey Bowl,
Travis Kelce from Patrick Mahomes.
No one wanted us. The Andy Reid Bowl.
Listen, all in all, great win.
Or just the Super Bowl. We've got you covered.
Touchdown, Kansas City.
Chiefs, Eagles.
Touchdown, Jalen Hurts. Let's go, Birds!
The Super Bowl Sunday coverage starts at noon. The last game of the season lives right here. 95.9 FM and AM 610. The sports animal.
The Angie's List you know and trust is now Angie, and we're so much more than just a list. We still connect you with top local pros and show you ratings and reviews, but now we also let you compare upfront prices on hundreds of projects and book a service instantly. We can even handle the rest of your project from start to finish. So remember, Angie's List is now Angie, and we're here to get your job done right. Get started at Angie.com. That's ANGI, or download the app today.
This show is sponsored by BetterHelp. When you're at your best, you can do great things. Working with a therapist can help you get closer to the best version of yourself. Because when you feel empowered, you're more ready for life's challenges. BetterHelp is a great therapy option. It's flexible, affordable, entirely online, and it matches you with a licensed therapist. Let therapy help empower you. Visit BetterHelp.com/tryit to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp.com/tryit.
Susan, I'm sorry I'm late. Traffic is terrible.
It sure is. But on top of that, gas prices have been skyrocketing. I can't believe how expensive gas has gotten recently.
Prices at the pump are up, but I never pay full price for gas anymore. I just use the free Upside app that pays you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you actually get paid cash when you buy gas with the Upside app?
Yes, I get real cash back every time I buy gas.
And does that actually add up to anything?
I've made around $200.
Wow, that's serious extra cash. I'm downloading the free Upside app now.
Download the free Upside app to earn real cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code READY for an extra 25 cents per gallon cash back on your first fill up. You can cash out anytime right to your bank account, to PayPal, or an e-gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code READY for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code READY for 25 cents per gallon cash back on your first fill up.
I'm Martin Hoke, the inventor of Navage Nasal Care, and I love Navage. I've told you about how your nose is the body's air filter, that Navage's powered suction will help flush out allergens, viruses, mucus, and germs, and that Navage will help you breathe better. But what do other people say about Navage? Like Tara, quote, "My doctor wanted me to do saline rinses for my allergies, but I've never been able to successfully use a neti pot. Navage uses suction power, so it's foolproof. There are nights when I'll have particularly bothersome allergies. I'll bust it out and the results are immediate. It's such a relief. It's become a lifesaver." Unquote. She's one of over 100,000 online reviews praising Navage, the all-natural solution trusted by over 3 million people to help you breathe better, sleep deeper, snore less, and stay healthier without drugs. Navage is
Steve Stucker just announced his retirement.
an online. Navage, Navage, clean nose, healthy life.
With a
Steve Stucker just retired.
fade away in weeks. It's Jeff Zimbietta. How about making a resolution that you can actually keep and will make you feel better and look better for a long, long time? Schedule an appointment with New Mail. Guys, New Mail helps with things like depression, weight gain, even erectile dysfunction. And for men and ladies who are dealing with hair loss, New Mail has state-of-the-art options to help. Call New Mail at 505-652-1688 or online at Newmail, that's NUMALE.com. Their professionals will walk you through the options, and then you pick what's best for you to regrow hair. Platelet-rich plasma hair therapy that uses your own platelets to stimulate stem cells deep in your hair follicle to stop hair loss and regrow hair. FDA-cleared clinical hair restoration laser. It's proven to regrow hair. They offer neograft hair transplants, which produce natural-looking results in less than a week with no linear scarring. Men, ladies, call New Mail at 505-652-1688, 505-652-1688, or online at newmail.com.
There's only one Robe, and there's only one home for Robe.
But I can't control what some of these people say.
95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Welcome back to the program, Duke City. We got a special request varsity. This rarely happens. You're listening to Two Men On. We're live from the John Lopez Real Estate and Coldwell Banker Legacy Studio. We play on Team I-9, and we start our days at the YMCA. Lunch with the boys, that goes down at 66 Diner. The weekends, that's for Teller Vodka, New Mexico's vodka, and the boys are getting strong at Evolve Strong. Before we talk about the new I-9 varsity, which is the I-9 varsity of sports and sports-adjacent hotties, I missed a hilarious joke by friend of the show, Craig, and I would like to apologize that I didn't say it live on air in the moment.
Okay.
I didn't see it.
Okay.
He referred to Gisele Bündchen as the Brazilian Yoko Ono.
Oh, my goodness.
That is strong work, friend. My goodness.
That's real good.
I am disappointed at myself that I have never put those two things together. That is hilarious. Okay. So if you're not familiar with I-9 Sports, they're the best in the business. If you want to keep your kids safe, you want to teach them a sport, you want to teach them some kind of hobby, I-9 are the people to do it. i9sports.com, league office 280. That's it. They're the best. Forget about it. Okay, you want to go first? You want me to go first?
No, I'm going to go first.
Okay, hit me with it.
I'm going to go first because mine is coming with a little twist.
All right.
Since it is, well, before today, affectionately known as the first day of Black History Month.
Okay.
I'm gonna do nothing but African American women.
Considering what today is, I'd expect nothing less, my friend.
I'm starting at the tip top.
Okay.
Number one, in my eyes, Malika Andrews.
Okay, strong. That's a great start.
That's where I'm starting.
That's a great start.
Since we're going to do it, we got to do it right.
Well done.
Malika Andrews.
Well done. Okay. Robert, I have a type.
Okay.
And my type is that I don't have a type. One of my friends who know me really well refers to girls I pursue as air quotes van girls, as they are a little different, a little kooky, a little off-centered. Maybe, some different racial blends, maybe some tattoos, maybe a criminal record or two. But there is nothing that you can mess with when it comes to heavy hitters. Just classically tall and gorgeous and shapely. And since we're doing sports, I got a heavy hitter here.
Okay.
Who swings a heavy stick as in a driver, ex-professional golfer, and one of the hottest women on Instagram, Paige Spiranak. If you're unfamiliar,
Oh, yes, sir.
if you are unfamiliar with Paige Spiranak, go ahead and consult the Googles and fall in love immediately.
Yeah, you have a certain type.
So number one, and she doesn't fit my classic mold.
But you know, when I see her, I don't know if you saw where she was kind of flirting with Joe Burrow. I don't know if you saw that one.
No, because I would be very jealous.
Yeah,
I'm glad I didn't.
Well, I don't want to tell you about it then. Because Joe held his composure. Cool Joe.
Uh-huh.
Joe Shiesty held his composure, unlike you would have in that situation.
Oh, I'm cooler than the other side of the pillow, baby. Ouch. That
Now,
hurts.
not.
That
I don't
hurts.
think in the presence of
That
that.
hurts. It hurts deep. That hurts deep.
Okay.
Who you got next?
I'm gonna keep mine going.
Okay.
This one is a long time. I remember the first time I saw her on TV, and I did the age-old, I gotta go find her on Instagram. Carrie Champion. Carrie Champion.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And I love the fact, you know, I used to get up in the morning and see her and on TV, and now she's actually on cable, has her own little shows online and stuff. So super fan of Carrie Champion.
That's strong work. Your list is building quite well, my friend. I have a certain penchant, if you will,
okay,
for Asian women, Robert.
Okay.
I love the style. I love everything about it. It is kind of, my demographic, really.
Okay.
MMA fighter Michelle Watterson.
Okay.
My goodness. I get so scared for her when she's fighting. I just want to protect her. I want to keep her safe. And then I realize I have no chance of protecting her or keeping her safe because she's more successful than me. She's smarter than me. She's prettier than me. And she could beat me up easily. But next on my I-9 varsity of sports and sports adjacent hotties, give me a little Michelle Watterson action.
Okay. I'm going to keep my theme going with the beautiful African-American women.
But expect nothing less.
Taylor Rooks. I don't know if you know who that is.
Okay, I don't. I'm going to have to Google it right now.
Do it real quick. Taylor Rooks. And that's all I have to say.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir. My goodness.
Taylor Rooks.
Okay, I got a two-parter here. And somebody recently stole my heart, Robert, and you saw it happen in real time. I usually don't consider WWE a sport, but you know what? They're performers, they're athletes. So as far as this list is concerned, it's a sport. You know, years ago, the first time I met Asuka, my heart was just shredded apart.
I need for you to meet her so you can say, or you could pronounce her name to her.
What did I say?
Say it again.
That's not her name?
Say
Asuka?
it. Yeah. That's how you say it.
Asuka?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I want you to say that to her so I can step back 3 big steps and see what transpires.
But Robert, let me tell you, this weekend my heart was stolen at the Royal Rumble by the Royal Rumble champion. There's only one thing I love more than a beautiful Asian woman is a porcelain skin, black-haired goth woman. And my goodness, the beautiful, captivating Aussie, Rihanna Ripley, I think I'm saying that right, just stole my heart, and I'll never be able to give it back.
Yeah.
So next on my I-9 varsity of sports and sports adjacent hotties, Rihanna Ripley.
Messed her name up too.
What?
Say that to her face.
Oh.
Now, I think you're better off going Asuka with Asuka than Rihanna Ripley with Rhea Ripley because she's a big girl.
That's what I said.
Okay. My next one, I found this gem during the heyday of the Golden State Warriors, I would watch the game and I'll be like, who is that lady? Because she wasn't on national. She wasn't like a national sportscaster. Come to find out, she was one of the locals for the
Okay.
Golden State Warriors. Her name is Rose Gold Onwood. Rose Gold Onwood. ROSG. It's just two words. ROS, then GOLD. Last name ONWUDE. This is another where I had to go find her on Instagram. She's blown up since the Warriors has blown up and won championships. But this woman right here holds a special place in my sports heart.
Okay. You're going to have to say that again. Rose Gold?
Yes, just ROS, no E. Middle, that's the first name, ROS, and then the middle name is GOLD. Last name ONWUDE.
Oh my goodness. I'm pretty sure we got a caller. Going to give one of their honorable mentions. Yeah, you're right, Robert. Well done, sir. Excuse me. I'm going to clear a cough here. Lastly, on my I-9 varsity of sports and sports adjacent hotties, I want to go with Leanne Tweeden, Robert. You might not remember that she wasn't always a sports commentator and a sportscaster. She does UFC. She does UFC commentating. She started in Playboy. She was one of the top Hooters girls of all time. Went on to be a Playboy model and did some adult stuff.
Oh,
retired from the adult stuff, and then now she's a UFC commentator. Last on my I-9 varsity. Because I love me a wholesome girl, Robert.
Yeah.
I love one you could take home to mom and pa. But give me a little spicy every once in a while.
Yeah.
And my spicy answer on this list is Leanne Tweeden.
Let's do this. We have Wayne on the line. I want to get him on before we go to break because he has something to say, and it is very hilarious.
Okay. Wayne.
I don't know why we're watching these girls on these sports talk radios because it doesn't give us the average guy an opportunity anymore, right? They're now exposed with all these good-looking, rich guys, and it kind of hurts our chances even more. So the dream that we had of maybe is now even less maybe because they're now, instead of the average Joe, now they're hanging out with sexy Joe. From the Bengals. So yeah, I like watching it too, but now you're like, dang, look who she's hanging out with, and you don't even have an opportunity even close to now because these women are now in our views, but right next to all these successful, good-looking guys that you're already jealous of as it is. So yeah, I think it's cool. But it's definitely frustrating to watch. I guess I'm glad I'm married now, so I don't have to worry about that.
Hey, Wayne, great call. That is a mix of the hottest and the coldest take I've ever heard. Cold take is average Joe can't get with mega hottie. Hot take is it's ruining his sports fandom. That is hilarious. Great call, Wayne.
Only thing I could tell Wayne is do what I do. Follow on Instagram.
Boom.
That's it.
From a distance. From a distance, we'll be doing our next segment. We'll be right back with more 2 Men On 95.9 FM AM 610, the sports animal.
The Jim Rome Show.
How about the Detroit Lions? Already eliminated thanks to the Rams' OT loss in Seattle. If you thought they were just going to show up and mail it in, you obviously do not know anything about this team or their coach because they went into Lambeau and they wrecked the Packers season, and they did it in the most Lions way possible. Hate to see that happen to Aaron Rodgers and the Packers, but tip your hat to the Lions.
The Jim Rome Show. Weekdays at 10 on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
This is an important notice to consumers facing $10,000 or more in credit card debt, medical bills, or other unsecured debt. You may not be required to pay it all back because there are special programs now in effect that will significantly reduce the amount you will owe if you qualify. This is not bankruptcy or a debt consolidation loan. These programs, which the credit card companies like to keep secret, exist to aid American consumers struggling with overwhelming credit card debt by offering tremendous savings and real debt relief. Accredited Debt Relief has established a special hotline for you to call and learn what savings you qualify for. They've helped qualify consumers with over $1 billion in debt and are A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau. So don't wait. Get the relief you need during these hard economic times. For this free information, call the Accredited Debt Relief Hotline now. Call 800-585-8282. 800-585-8282. That's 800-585-8282.
The only thing better than high quality is Golden Pride. Because when you take pride in doing something you love, you are sure to deliver the best quality in anything you do. That is why Golden Pride has been delivering some of the best barbecue, chicken, and ribs since 1972. And to top it off, they are also known for their award-winning burritos for the best tasting in town. With the variety they have, you are sure to taste the new Mexican experience. Golden Pride is also a proud supporter of our UNM Lobos.
Join Presbyterian Healthcare Foundation's Daffodil Days. Pre-order your fresh-cut daffodils now through February 24th to support the Presbyterian Robert Wertheim Hospice House. Daffodil Days is presented by Garcia Automotive Group and sponsored by Bank of Albuquerque, Pathology Associates of Albuquerque, and Platinum Builders Corporation. You deserve flowers. Order today at phs.org/daffodil days. That's phs.org/daffodil days.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
What are you doing? That's your meal? I can't even. Just get off the couch and ditch the stale leftovers. There's way better places to eat, like the 66 Diner. 66 Diner is a local family-owned gem with a retro 50s vibe that whips up some of the best comfort food in town. New Mexico favorites made with hatch green chili, blue plate specials, soup, salad sandwiches, fully customizable Angus burgers, and milkshakes voted the best in Albuquerque. Made with real ice cream, whole milk, and spun on a blender in a stainless steel tin. That's what I'm talking about. Valentine's Day is coming up fast, and 66 Diners giving you any 2-burger meals and a milkshake for just $30 on the big day. Sign up for the Cruiser Club, get a free shake when you join, a free meal on your birthday, and a free appetizer on your anniversary. There is so much to love about this place. Even better, 66 Diner is this Friday's sweet deal. Visit our station website Friday at 9 a.m. and get a $50 gift certificate for just $25. Nothing's finer than 66 Diner. Grab your sweet deal today from 66 Diner.
Okay, it's the second best way to wake up. It's the opening drive with Jeff Symbieta and JJ Buck. Weekday mornings from 7 to 10 on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Welcome back to the program, Duke City. 2 men on 95.9 FM, AM 610, The Sports Animal. I still don't believe it, Robert. He did it to us at this exact time last year. I don't think he's going to do it again this time. I think he's going to waver. He's going to miss the game. He's going to miss being the GOAT. He doesn't know what else to do with his life. And he will find the perfect situation. And then he will come back. Also, If you're just now joining the program, Tom Brady retired. But you knew that already. We've had hot takes all day, and I started with the hottest, absolutely on fire hot take that this is a giant cover-up by your U.S. government to hide the fact that we've made contact with aliens, and the aliens have been controlling both Bigfoot and the Chupacabra this whole time, and they're all real. And nothing will dissuade you, distract you, like another Tom Brady retirement. But let's say hypothetically he does retire.
He's out of there. I believe he's done.
Do you really think so?
Yeah, he's out of there.
Nah.
He's done.
Okay, let's say hypothetically, don't listen to Robert, he's not retired. Let's say hypothetically he was retired. What would lure him back in? Robert, do you have any ideas?
Yes, I have one.
Okay.
So Patrick Mahomes has what? 1 Super Bowl?
Yes.
Say Patrick Mahomes goes on a 6-year run.
Oh, no.
Of winning 6 straight Super Bowls.
Oh, no.
And he's coming up on that 8th one.
Oh, no.
Coming out of the stands. And I'm trying to figure out which team it will be.
I mean, for movie purposes, it'd be the Patriots again, right?
Nah, it wouldn't be the Patriots because they're in the AFC. It's got to be an NFC team.
I didn't think that through when I said it out loud.
It's got to go back. He's going to go back to Tampa and win that 8th one just so we could be ahead.
Well, that's a great scenario.
That's it.
I mean, having him, which he would be like 55 by then or whatever, have him come back as a 55-year-old.
This time he's bearded, like a white beard.
He looks like Leonardo DiCaprio from The Revenant.
Yeah. A deep tan because he's been out in a yacht for like the last 5 or 6 years. And somehow he found out that Mahomes has won all those Super Bowls in a row.
I mean, that's great. That's a legit fantastic situation. I think I know why he retired in the first place. Let's allegedly, if he did retire. I still need more proof. If he's not playing for the Niners, the Dolphins, the Bucks, or the Patriots week 1 next year, I'll believe it. You know that movie that's about to come out, 80 for Brady?
Yeah.
It must have ended in some kind of weird orgy where him and Gronk sleep with Lily Tomlin, Rita Moreno, Sally Field, and Jane Fonda, and he can't look at football the same way anymore, so he has to step away from the game. I think that's how he really retired. Really needed to retire after all that.
What a way to be forced to retire.
Could be worse. I think he can be persuaded to come back to the NFL, pad his stats, win another championship. When Brock Purdy announces that he needs Tommy John surgery and he's out for a year and a half. San Francisco 49ers do not trust Trey Lance. They do not trust Jimmy G. They thought they had the next Tom Brady in Brock Purdy. They let Jimmy G go. They trade Trey Lance. And they sign Rob Gronkowski. Rob calls Tom and says, hey, but for real this time, 1 more year.
Let's do it.
Tom Brady, Rob Gronkowski, Christian McCaffrey, George Kittle, Deebo Samuel, Brandon Ayuk, and that stout Niners defense next year will win the championship. And then after he wins his 8th with his 3rd team,
his childhood fandom team as well.
His childhood fandom team,
Yeah.
That's right. Grew up idolizing Joe Montana. Then he will really retire next year. This is fake. He's coming back. This is theater. This is entertainment. This is WWE. This is a work. Tom Brady's coming back next year to be the quarterback for the San Francisco 49ers and be a mentor to Brock Purdy while he's rehabbing his elbow. And then Brock Purdy takes the mantle and becomes the next Tom Brady. That's the situation I think works. Or the Dolphins give him an ownership stake and he wants to throw to Tyreek Hill for 1 year.
I was also going to say, Giselle calls him and says, you can have me and the family back if you can win one more ring.
Oh, my goodness. The reverse of what she wanted the whole time?
Yeah, just to mess with his head and he go undefeated. Go back to the Patriots, go undefeated, and beat the Giants, and you can have me and your family back.
Okay, I like that too.
He could do it. Only man that can do it.
And then Randy Moss and Terrell Owens both unretire as well. And he's got the greatest wide receiver core
ever
in the history of football.
Ever.
Oh, by the way, friend of the show, friend in real life, voice of the Isotopes, Josh Sushan, said my first answer to the I-9 varsity of sports and sports adjacent hotties is from his alma mater, San Diego State. Paige Spearnack's an Aztec.
Wow. Really?
Yeah. I didn't look at her history, Robert.
Yeah, you don't know nothing about her.
Yeah. The research on the internet I was doing about Paige Spearnack was not who her alma mater was.
Well, this is what you told us the other day. You like to do all of that in person anyway.
That is true. Look at the callback right there.
I was paying attention.
Boom. I just owe $20 to myself. Robert listens to me when I talk. One more segment when we get back. Wrapping up Tom Brady Day here on Two Men On. You're listening to 95.9 FM, AM 610, the Sports Animal.
This is Andrew Perloff with a CBS Sports Minute. There are all sorts of retirements in sports, but going out anywhere near the top doesn't happen often. Even at 45, Tom Brady was an exception. Now, retirement, we know, never perfect. Even Brady had to do it twice. But I think it's fair to say that he's going out close to the top. And it's a good day because we can celebrate a player who's leaving the game on his own terms and is leaving a legacy that will be hard to match. I'm Andrew Perloff.
Parenting comes with a lot of questions. At Bye Bye Baby, we're here to help you prep for everything you expected and everything you didn't. Pop by your local store for brands you trust and expert advice. And because we can't wait to meet you, we're giving you extra savings. Text BABY to 42229 for $20 off your in-store purchase of $100 or more. Again, text BABY to 42229 for $20 off. Bye Bye Baby. Welcome to parenthood.
Dancing crew, trip for two, nailed the final interview. Game with Doug, brand new mug. Come here, kid, give me a hug. The more you want to do, the more we want to do. New COVID-19 boosters designed for recent Omicron variants are now available. Learn about eligibility and schedule a free updated booster today at vaccines.gov. Sponsored by Pfizer and BioNTech.
With Valentine's coming up, you think, what should I get her? What will really make her feel loved? How do I tell her how much she means to me and how much I adore her, how much I need her and want her? These, my friends, are big questions. And we have a one-word answer: spice. Spice? Yes, spice. However, not the spice you put on foods. The spice I'm talking about is, of course, it's me, right? John Thomas, owner of John Thomas Jewelers. That spice is fine jewelry. You see, when she opens that little box from John Thomas Jewelers, her eyes get big. She smiles that smile which lights you up. Meaning, gentlemen, we have just spiced up your love life. Not sure it works? You will be when she puts it on. Come see us at John Thomas Jewelers, where we have the recipe to spice up your love life. Whether it's diamond stud earrings, a diamond tennis bracelet, or even a birthstone ring, the pantry is stocked this Valentine's Day at John Thomas Jewelers on Louisiana, across from Coronado Mall.
The Sports Animal is seeking a dynamic marketing specialist to join our winning team. We're looking for motivated individuals with a desire to win in a fast-paced sales and marketing environment. The ideal candidate is digitally savvy and has the desire to create integrated marketing campaigns for local businesses. In return, we offer unique opportunity, world-class tools to help you succeed, and competitive compensation with the opportunity to realize your full potential. If this is you, call Jason Martinez at 505-767-9113. Cumulus is an equal opportunity employer.
It's President's Day, and American Home has a great way for you to celebrate by keeping more George Washingtons, Thomas Jeffersons, Abraham Lincolns, and Andrew Jacksons in your pocket. Save up to 30% throughout the store. That's a whole lot of bills. And American Home Furniture Outlet and Clearance Center wants to help you solve your budget crisis, too. For the first time ever, you can take advantage of special 72-month financing while you enjoy new comforts for every room in your home. Now, American Home Furniture Outlet and Clearance Center, Comanche and I-25.
Westwood One presents memorable moments in NFL postseason history.
Super Bowl 43 between Arizona and Pittsburgh. Kurt Warner and the Cardinals were trailing 10-7, but had a first and goal at the 1-yard line when the game's momentum shifted on the final play of the first half.
Warner again out of the shotgun. Here's the snap. Looks to throw. Quick pitch. Over the middle. Picked off. Picked off by Harrison. Running down the near side of the 30, 40, 45. Breaks a tackle. Down to the 40. Has a blocker. Cuts back the other way. Down to the 20. Down to the 10. And he is in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
The 100-yard interception return for a TD by James Harrison is the longest in Super Bowl history, and it helped the Steelers beat Arizona 27-23. to become the first franchise to win 6 Lombardi trophies. With another memorable moment in NFL postseason history, I'm Scott Graham, Westwood One Sports.
The Venture X card from Capital One gives you premium travel benefits, perfect for seeing Taylor Swift The Eras Tour. Presented by Capital One. Oh, I do love her. Earn 5 times miles on flights and 10 times miles on hotels through Capital One Travel.
Enjoy your stay in Suite 13.
Whoa, 13? That's Taylor's lucky number. The Venture X card from Capital One. What's in your wallet?
Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com for details.
Without the ones like you, who work tirelessly to keep things running, everything would suddenly stop. Hospitals, factories, schools, and power plants, they all depend on you. No matter the weather, emergency, or time of day, you're the ones who get it done. At Grainger, we're here for you with professional-grade industrial supplies. Count on real-time product availability and fast delivery. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Are you amped?
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Come on, bro. The Jim Rome Show is up next at 10
on 95.9 FM
and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Congratulations, Tom Brady. You're the GOAT, undisputed greatest of all time. It was an honor watching you play football. I really don't think anybody's going to be able to do it the way he did it. The sustained success, the sustained greatness, no drama, no trouble, universal praise. He's rare air. Welcome back to 2 Men On, 95.9 FM, AM 610, D Sports Animal. Only got a few minutes left of the program, but Tom Brady retired today. It's end of an era in professional football. It's night and day, the NFL today, than when it was when Tom Brady started playing football.
What does he do now? What does he do?
He's already got a deal to do commentary. I'm going to hit you with some quick hitters. We only got a few moments left, so I'm going to hit you with some crazy Tom Brady stats, okay?
Gotcha.
In 2008, at the age of 31, he tore his ACL and MCL. He missed the final 15 games of the year. And then he went the next 14 years without missing a game due to injury.
Wow.
Insane. Next.
He's a cyborg.
Tom Brady in his 20s. 21,500 passing yards, 147 passing touchdowns, 3 Super Bowl wins. Tom Brady in his 30s, 40,000 passing yards, 309 passing touchdowns, 2 Super Bowl wins. Tom Brady in his 40s, 27,000 passing yards, 193 passing touchdowns, 2 Super Bowl wins. Tom Brady had 3 Hall of Fame careers.
Wow.
That is 3 separate Hall of Fame careers. Robert, if you took away all of Tom Brady's touchdown passes to Gronk, Moss, Edelman, Welker, and Evans, he would still have 418 regular season touchdown passes. He would be tied for 7th all time with Ben Roethlisberger.
Wow.
That's insane. Okay, you ready?
Keep him coming.
Now that Tom Brady's retired, he's the last player from the year 2000 draft class, the longest active player in the league. The new longest active player in the league is Cardinals punter Andy Lee, who was drafted 4 years after him. This is the funnest one I've found.
Andy might not break it because they're going to be punting a lot.
Yeah, no doubt.
In Arizona, his legs are going to get fatigued.
This is the best one right here that I found. Tom Brady is second in NFL history, and listen to me say this. Tom Brady is second in NFL history in receiving yards after turning 40.
What?
Jerry Rice has 2,509. Tom Brady has 6.
Come on now.
This is a true stat. Okay, now that Tom Brady retired today, Robert, there's only one other quarterback in the NFL with multiple Super Bowl wins. Can you name him?
Say that again. Say that again. I'm not going to Google or anything.
Now that Tom Brady's retired, there's only one active quarterback with multiple Super Bowl wins.
As a starter?
A quarterback with multiple Super Bowl wins.
He ain't no starter. That makes it worse. Oh, I have no idea.
Tom Brady's backup, Jimmy Garoppolo.
Oh, I knew it. Rode his coattails.
Hell of a program today. Had a lot of fun with it. Talking craziness about Tom Brady. I mean, what a career, what a life he's had. There's going to be documentary after documentary, 30 after 30. There's not going to be a moment in NFL history that Tom Brady isn't included in. I guarantee you they're talking more Tom Brady on the opening drive with Jeff JJ and A. Marie.
Oh, yeah.
Tomorrow morning.
Oh, yeah.
Got any shows coming up, Robert?
Actually, no. I am resting up.
Nice.
Getting ready for the big Super Bowl week that we have ahead.
Super smart.
That's what I'm doing.
Lady Lobo basketball tomorrow night, 6:30. You're only with the boys till 6:30 tomorrow, but we're going to have a lot of fun with it. I'm assuming Tom Brady might sneak in there a little bit, but we're going to have you a more rounded, all-encompassing show tomorrow. So make sure you check out 2 Men On tomorrow, starting at 4 o'clock with Van Nunley, Robert Buck D. Gibson. Fred Slow's on vacation. Hope he's having a blast.
We out.
Can your station do this? 2 Men On is live from Super Bowl 57 with interviews, laughs, and the inside track on Super Sunday.
It'll be the Chiefs and the Eagles in Super Bowl 57.
Listen all next week to Van, Fred, and Robert live from Radio Row in Phoenix. And remind yourself of when sports radio used to be fun. Weekdays from 4 till 7 on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Dancing crew, trip for 2, nailed the final interview. Game with Doug, brand new mug. Come here, kid, give me a hug. The more you want to do, the more we want to do. New COVID-19 boosters designed for recent Omicron sponsored by.
I had a time for my frequent. I would drink milk. I would sleep upright with more pillows, but that painful burning stayed. So I made Prilosec OTC part of my morning routine. With just 1 pill each morning, Prilosec OTC prevents excess acid production, blocking heartburn day and night. Now I have a new nighttime routine. I call it sleeping.
1 pill a day, 24 hours, zero heartburn. With Prilosec OTC. It's possible while taking Prilosec OTC. Use as directed for 14 days to treat frequent heartburn, not for immediate relief.
When your business information is missing or inconsistent across the internet, search engines won't find you, and customers won't either. Help ensure customers see you and not your competitors. Boost your findability. CumulusBoost.com. CUMULUS Boost.com.
There is only one medium that can reach an audience without seeing it, without touching it. A medium that can captivate its audience from 360 degrees. A sensory experience this powerful can only come from radio. Harness the power of radio for your business because the audience is listening.
Cumulus Radio. Contact Jason Martinez at 767-9113 now and let us show you how our radio station can help your business. Interested? See, it works.
Hi, everybody. I'm Jack Hanna. Since I was a boy, I've been fascinated with animals, especially their